California. Driver is responsible for emergency and towing charges not covered by the policy.
It's time for Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live stream at westerniowatoday.com.
And good evening from Atlantic. Tom Robbins alongside Roger Warren and Ox McCullough on our live video stream, westerniowatoday.com TV, and it's on YouTube live here, and it's powered by Nishnanette. Atlantic hosting Red Oak tonight at Hawkeye 10 Conference Girls Basketball action. The broadcast brought to you by the First Whitney Bank. They're the only bank you'll ever need, First Whitney Bank. Body Basic, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics. And the Seed Pros, so by your side to maximize yields. From the word go, your Pioneer Pros, John Becker, Mark Ventiger, Gary Dinkla, and Nick Knudsen. Also brought to you by 2nd Street Auto, your transmission pros, and Cass Health. Neighbors caring for neighbors. Brought to you by Outfitters Plus Outlet Store, your home for personalized sports apparel in Atlantic. And the Super Bowl. Grab the gang and head to the Super Bowl for Glow Bowling every Friday and Saturday night. Swida, they're safe, reliable Swida for your transportation needs. And Stein Seed. Stein has yield. Contact your local Stein representative. Hy-Vee Bakery, Deli, Grocery, Meat Department, of Pharmacy. Always there for you, your Atlantic Hy-Vee and Atlantic Ag and Auto. Your locally owned full-line CarQuest retail store in Atlantic. Also brought to you by Greg Young Automotive Group in Atlantic. They go the extra mile for you. Olson's BP. Great food, Godfather's Pizza, and quality BP fuel. The Keep You Going company, Olson's BP in Atlantic. Also brought to you by Oak Point Wealth Management. Oak Point Wealth Management. Call Aaron Friend today or visit oakpointwealth.com. And Benning Carpentry in Atlantic, where experience meets excellence. Call Matt Benning today at 515-490-6966. And Rancho Grande, authentic Mexican food on West 7th Street in Atlantic. Roger Warren joining us here as he does in all the home games. And good to see you, Mr. Warren. Hey, Atlantic coming off a really solid performance against Harlan.
Absolutely against Harlan, you bet. Well, I tell you what, they come off of that. It's a good springboard into this one. Red Oak struggled a little bit. They got a 4-10 record, something like that, scoring about 34 points a game. So, it looks like the Trojans are going to have the upper hand in this one. But as it's always been my comment, is basketball is a funny game. The ball's still got to go in the hole.
Yes.
I'll tell you what, if the Trojans want to start out with more points or more turnovers than points, it makes it tough.
It really does. And in that Harlan game, both teams had about matching turnovers.
Yeah, it was but definitely the turnovers settled down when it come to the second half. But that can bite you in the shorts.
I like the way the Trojans have gone to that inside game. They've had Peyton Harder for years.
Yeah.
For 4 years in there, and now Katrina Williams, she's taken her turn and really doing a great job along with Bryn Lamb.
Well, yeah, I mean, Katrina, like I said, stepping up, just getting better every game, and then, Bryn, is going to follow in her footsteps. She's just got to get a little stronger. But it's kind of handy to have two girls close to 6 foot in there, and you got to rebound like crazy. I mean, that's where a lot of that comes from. Second chance shots, and then no second shots for the defense.
Atlantic 7-7 coming into the contest, and Red Oak 4-10, as you mentioned, Roger Warren. Trojans 4-4 at home and 3-3 on the road. 3-2 in the conference. Red Oak 3-5 at home and 1-5 on the road, and 1-6 in Hawkeye 10 conference play. Perimeter shooting also, and the Trojans have with McKenna Schrader. Zoe Kirchhoff will not, they're going to try to hold her off again tonight.
Yep.
Maddie McLaren, though, it doesn't hurt a thing in there at all.
No, I tell you what, Maddie had a great game on it against Harlan, and took the ball to the hole with authority, and probably a couple of times watching her, she should have just kept going. Don't be afraid to challenge these people, and the more you do it, I can't say it's the easier it becomes, but yeah, the more you're going to be successful at it.
Red Oak likes to shoot the three, Mr. Warren. They've attempted 286 shots behind the three-point line. When you look at Atlantic, they've shot 189 behind the line.
Well, I mean, that goes to show what I said earlier was if they start falling, watch out, and by listening to what you told me as far as three-point line, I think you push this out, whether you go man-to-man defense and guard them at the arc and make them put the ball to the hole or put the ball on the ground. That might be your best option.
Very good. We're going to hear from Atlantic head coach Dan Vargason coming up here in a moment. Our stream is brought to you by Nishnanet, the video stream on WesternIowaToday.com, powered by Nishnanet, and you can go to WesternIowaToday.com, click on the video, KS957, and watch this from the comfort of your home if you can't make it out here tonight. Also here on KS95.7 FM radio. We're going to hear from Atlantic head coach Dan Vargason, but first this from our coaches show, sponsor McAtee Tire and Service, your headquarters for all of your automotive repairs, and Goodyear Tires at 100 West 2nd Street in Atlantic. We're back right after this.
Good coaches know their players' strengths and weaknesses. They watch, evaluate, and come up with a game plan to make their team better. Like a good coach, when you bring your vehicle to McAtee Tire, they listen to your concerns and give clear explanations on how they can help. They come up with a game plan to get your vehicle performing at its best. From tires to oil changes, brakes, engine repair, and more, McAtee Tire can assist in all your vehicle needs and help you feel prepared for all the competitions ahead. McAtee Tire and Service, where their game-winning service is always a slam dunk.
Welcome back to the McAtee Tire Coaches Show here, 95.7 FM on our live video stream, WesternIowaToday.com, TV and YouTube, powered by Nishnanet. We're joined by Atlantic head girls basketball coach Dan Vargas. The Trojans coming off a win over Harlan last Friday night, and now take on the Red Oak Tigers here tonight in another Hawkeye 10 conference matchup, coach. But coming off a solid game on Friday, let's go back to that and revisit that game. Really a pretty solid performance all the way around. Describe that win for us.
Yeah, well, we played much improved defense. We've been inconsistent on that with having really good games of defense, and then just kind of having a let up on that. And, so I was really happy the way that we defended from the inside. We did a really nice job limiting Brock, who's a very effective scorer, shooting around 50% this season, and limited her. She's our leading scorer at over 12 a game, and we held her at about 5. And she had some shots not fall, so that was obviously helpful. And then their other leading scorer, who's at about 10 or 12 points, I think she had similar, about 5 or 6. So we did a really nice job defensively, but then on the offensive side, we've been struggling. We've been shooting around 20 to 25% per game, and we shot closer to 50%. So when you shoot 50%, you're going to win a lot more basketball games than when you shoot 20. It's pretty common sense. So we just try to simplify things and get the ball through the rim and not let them do that. I mean, it's that simple. Basketball is a simple game, and sometimes we overcomplicate things. So we just want to take it back to make it easy for the girls, and they just went out and performed.
52-34, the final on a Friday night. Well, let's move ahead now and let's talk about Red Oak, Coach, and what do you expect here from the Tigers here in this, the first meeting of the season?
Yeah, well, they're much improved from where they have been, and they're playing a little bit different under a different coach. They're shooting a lot of three-pointers. In the games that they've been able to be in and compete, they're making them. Their percentage isn't overly great this season. They're about 19%, 20%. But the last 2 games, they've started to hit them a little bit more, and they played Creston pretty tough, who's on a little bit of a win streak, and they made 11 of them, but they shot 33. That's still 33%. So if you let a team make 11 of them, they're going to hang around with you. So we've got to do a nice job defending on the perimeter. And Ellison Johnson's leading them at 7.4. And she hit a bunch of them in that game, but they had a bunch of different players hit them. So we got to defend the three-point line well. They mix it up between 2-3 and man-to-man, so we'll see a little bit of both. And they've got some athleticism. They've got some nice athletes. They've got a pretty solid volleyball team. So they're going to start to figure some things out on the basketball court as well. So we got to make sure we're defending that. But also, if you put them at the free throw line, they're shooting 61% there. So you don't really want to put them at the line. They do nice things from the free throw line. So don't want to let them get going from 3. Don't want to put them at the line. You want to force them to try to make some plays and make them uncomfortable and run them off the line.
What do you expect from the Tigers defensively?
Well, they like to run 2-3, but they can go man-to-man as well. So between those 2 things, 2-3 zone, man-to-man, we have a little bit more size than they do inside. So, if they go man-to-man, we like that. But 2-3, we've got some sets out of that as well. So, a mixture of those 2 things. They've started a lot of games in 2-3 and then switched to man. So we expect to see that, but I wouldn't be shocked if they flip that on us as well. We've seen a lot of different things this season. 2-3 has kind of been what they start off most of the season.
Well, Coach, at this point in the year now, we're getting down to the wire here and getting close to postseason play. In this game tonight, what do you want to see in particular from your team?
Well, I want to see us continue to create turnovers out of our pressure. That's something that we've been focusing on is causing turnovers for our opponent, but then taking advantage of it and getting points off of turnovers. We did a really nice job of that Friday night. We did a nice job of that at Clarinda when we were able to finish the shots, but we got the looks we wanted. So continuing to improve our shooting percentage, so getting the turnovers and then putting the ball in the basket when we do that, those are the biggest things that I want to see.
Awesome. Coach, always appreciate you. Thank you so much. Best of luck tonight. We'll talk to you at halftime.
Appreciate it. We'll see you, Tom.
You bet. We'll be back with the starting lineups in our first Whitney Bank opening tip-off.
Why is the oxygen tank empty again?
Empty? That's impossible. I just filled it.
You didn't leave the valve open, did ya? How many times do I gotta say it? Lefty-loosey, righty-tighty.
Amy Jo, this isn't rocket science. It's farm science.
Let me guess. Acetylene's empty too. Yep, knew it. Funny how the tanks are empty, but someone around here is still full of hot air.
What'd you say?
I said...
Hi everyone, this is Tanner from the Atlantic Hy-Vee. Have you signed up or upgraded to our Perks program yet? It's free and gives you instant savings. If you're not signed up, no worries. We can sign you up in-store. Super easy and instant savings. You will still have the Fuel Saver savings on gas. We're the only store in town committed to giving you the cheapest gas. So when you choose the Atlantic Hy-Vee, you're not just shopping, you're experiencing service.
.7 and live streamed at westerniowatoday.com.
Welcome back to Atlantic. Tom Robinson alongside Roger Warren as the Red Oak Tigers at 4-10 take on the Atlantic Trojans 7-7 here in Atlantic tonight. The first of two. We'll have the boys game coming up a little bit later on. I want to thank McAtee Tire, our coach's sponsor. McAtee Tire and Service, your headquarters for all of your automotive repairs, and Goodyear Tires at 100 West 2nd Street in Atlantic. As we take a look at the some of the numbers here we're going to be watching, and as we mentioned, this is a Red Oak team that likes to hurl up the three-point shot.
Yeah, absolutely.
286. They're shooting about just about 19.9%, so about 20%, 57 of 286. When you look at Atlantic, they're 52 of 189 at 27.5%.
Right, and just by watching them, I would think that the Trojans should be a little bit better than that, but haven't got them to fall. But the Trojans still got an inside game, which helps all of that. And by I'm just looking at statistics. That's a lot of threes to throw up there. And,
it really is.
But once again, they go in the hole. They add up in a hurry.
Katrina Williams leads the team in scoring for Atlantic, averaging 10.29 a game. And Emily Siebenecker leads the Tigers, averaging 7 points a contest. Carter Bruce is the head coach for Red Oak, assisted by Dale French, Tristan Johnson, and Beth Rabine. For Atlantic, head coach Dan Vargas, and assisted by Matt Best, Shelby McCready, and Katie Christensen. And for the Red Oak Tigers, they will start Keely Jones, a 5'8 junior. Kaylee Erickson, a 5'2 freshman, will get a start for the Tigers. Also, Ellison Johnson, a 5'6 senior. And Natalie Johnson, a 5'8 junior. And Emily Siebenecker, a 5'6 senior. We'll see Mariel Ramirez come off the bench. This is not a real deep Red Oak team, and they only have 8 on the roster here. And so they've got to watch themselves as far as foul trouble and the like here. But again, they go 5'8", 5'2", 5'6", 5'8", and 5'6" in the lineup. For Atlantic, they'll start McKenna Schrader at a guard, averaging 5. She's a 5.5 foot senior, averaging about 8.5 points per game. Maddie McLaren, a freshman, comes in averaging 5.79. Peyton McLaren, the junior, a 5'7", a junior. Peyton averaging 4.57 points a game. And then Bryn Lamp, the 5'11" junior, inside presence, averaging 3.5. And then you've got Katrina Williams, averaging just shy of 8 rebounds a game and 10.2 points a contest. She's also second in steals with a 35. Zoe Kirchhoff leads the team in steals this season with 41. And but they're going to try to rest her again tonight to rest her injury, and hopefully they'll get her back here in postseason play, or maybe even sooner, Roger.
You bet. So, we'll get going here a little bit.
Atlantic goes 5'5", 5'7", 5'7", 5'11", and 6 foot. And their lineup as the color guard will head towards center court. We'll have our national anthem before we have the First Whitney Bank opening tip-off here from Atlantic. Our scoreboard is brought to you by the Seed Pros. They're by your side to maximize yields. From where to go with contact John Becker, Mark Bentiger, Gary Dink, for Nick Knutson of all your Pioneer seed needs. Nishdanet is powering our video stream on westerniowatoday.com and YouTube and TV. We'll get to that First Whitney Bank opening tip-off, and first we're going to have our national anthem coming up right here at center court. And our First Whitney Bank opening tip-off coming up.
Looking for the place to party in Atlantic? It's the Super Bowl, your party headquarters for birthdays, family outings, date nights, and more. Feeling competitive? Challenge your crew to a few games and see who's king of the lanes. Don't miss Glow Bowling every Friday and Saturday night. Lights, music, and nonstop fun. Ready to roll? Call Dan at 243-4656 to book your lanes today. The Super Bowl in Atlantic, where good times roll.
At Oak Point Wealth Management, we're embracing new changes to better serve you.
Atlantic in their home of white uniforms, black numbers, gold trims. The Red Oak in their road, black uniforms with their orange trim, their school colors. The Red Oak Tigers and the Atlantic Trojans getting set to tip it off here. And Atlantic. Williams will jump it up against Natalie Johnson, that's 5'8" junior. Williams 6' senior. And the tip is up, and it's controlled by Johnson, but Peyton McLaren able to grab it for Atlantic. They work the ball out top to Peyton McLaren between the rings. Bounce pass, McKenna Schrader right baseline. Peyton McLaren and knocked out of bounds. He tried to go inside, knocked out by Johnson.
Yep, they're trying to, work on that inside game.
Just underway here in Atlantic. It's going to be Schrader to throw it in on the baseline, just left side of the basket. And she'll toss it in. Atlantic breaks out in a stack. They'll get it inside to Williams. She'll take it to the rim. Lays it up and no good. Rebound pulled down by Ellison Johnson. She'll kick it ahead to Keely Jones. Jones for Red Oak. Traveled with it as she tried to get across the half-court line. It's going to be Atlantic's ball to the turnover. Tigers with their first turnover, the Trojans. Well, inbounds with Peyton McLaren on the near sideline. 7:32 to go in the first quarter. We're just underway here as McKenna Schrader brings it across to Maddie McLaren, the freshman. High post to Bryn Lamp. Lamp back out top to Maddie McLaren. She'll take it over to Peyton McLaren. She'll swing it right to McKenna Schrader. Schrader looks inside. High post jumper from Williams. Good!
She hit about 4 of those the other night, right from that elbow spot.
Atlantic up 2-0. Yes, she's got that down pat, and Trojans get the ball in the turnover and the steal in the front court. Here's a 3 by Schrader. No good off the back iron. Rebound Siebenacker for Red Oak, and the Tigers will bring it to the front court. Tigers with 2 turnovers so far, and we've got a whistle.
Yep, stepped out of bounds.
Another turnover. That's 3 on Red Oak. Atlantic with just 2 points to show for it so far. And Peyton McLaren will throw it in near sideline.
Yeah, I don't even think Red Oak's made it past the coach's box here.
Schrader with it left wing to Maddie McLaren. High post to Lamp. Lamb back out to Peyton McLaren. She'll work the ball down the right side of McKenna Schrader. High post, Williams. Out top, Maddie McLaren. She'll take the dribble to the free throw line. Baseline, Peyton McLaren. Skip pass, Maddie McLaren. Inside to Williams. She'll turn. Bounce pass to Peyton McLaren. Baseline drive. Layup up, no good. A whistle foul called to Riddle.
Yeah, she took it to the baseline. She just found herself a little bit too far under. That's where you got to work on which hand you're going to take it up with. I always like to see them come up underneath the basket because they take one more dribble and the defender leaves you.
So the free throws by Peyton McLaren. The first one is up and in. And the Trojans lead 3-0 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Second free throw coming out for Peyton McLaren, the junior. Free throw is in and out, no good. Rebound comes off to Ellison Johnson. Trojans up 3-0 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Johnson double team in the backcourt. Now Rogues having trouble getting it across the timeline, and we got a timeout called by Coach Carter Bruce, and rightfully so, Roger.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think what the thing is, you were 24 seconds, but I think they had it earlier than that, so and kind of see what the Trojans are up to now.
We'll take a 30-second timeout. Atlantic up 3-0 early. 6:19 to go in the first quarter. You're listening to high school basketball on KS 95.7 FM and our live video stream, WesternIdahoToday.com.
Looking for a reputable carpenter you can trust? Call Matt Benning with Benning Carpentry. Matt and his crew, based out of Atlantic, bring you top quality craftsmanship backed by over 30 years of experience. From remodels to custom builds, they do it all with precision and professionalism. Call 515-490-6966 today. That's 515-490-6966. Benning Carpentry, where experience meets excellence.
Welcome back to Atlantic. Tigers have the ball in the front court with 6:08 to go here in this first quarter. Atlantic up 3-0 on Katrina Williams' 15-foot jumper and Peyton McLaren's free throw. She went 1 for 2 at the line. Tigers throw it in out top. Driving and a shot by Erickson, no good. Rebound, Brent Lamp for Atlantic. Trojans to the front court. 6 minutes to go first quarter. McKenna Schrader at the free throw line out top to Peyton McLaren. She'll bounce it right wing to McKenna Schrader. High post Williams. She'll turn, shoot the 15-footer. Can't get it to go. Lamp had the rebound, but it's taken away by Erickson.
That's where she's got to be a little more physical with the ball. She had both hands on it. Get those elbows wide and say, hey, I'm not letting this one go.
Tigers the front court. Erickson with it. And slapped away. Ball is loose, and it's knocked out of bounds. It's going to be Atlantic's ball. The fourth turnover on Red Oak here in this first quarter. No, they're going to say Atlantic hit it, Roger.
Well, it was kind of a funny play, but, you know, I seen it. When she bounced it off her knee.
So the officials are conferring there along the baseline with 5:31 to go in the first quarter. And it's 3-0. Atlantic with the lead.
And I get it.
Yeah.
They're going to go possession arrow.
Okay, so the Tigers will throw it in. So they really didn't know who hit it out. And that happened the other night, too.
Well, and it's unfortunate, but sometimes the thing happens so quick that you just go to the arrow and move on.
The throw in by the Tigers. Johnson will throw it in. Ellison Johnson. Siebenecker back to Johnson on the baseline against Williams. Double team. Straight. And she threw it away. It's loose. Atlantic picks it up on the turnover. Schrader scoops it off the hardwood. She'll take it to the front. Give it to go to Lamp on the right wing. Back out top to Schrader. Peyton McLaren on the drive. And her Euro step, and she's fouled. She'll go back to the line for a pair.
Yeah, they got to keep challenging the inside there, but I think with Williams' height there, you can start dropping that baby in, over the top without a problem.
Yeah, she's got that good 15-foot J, as you mentioned, Roger. Peyton McLaren's free throw good. 2 for 3 is Peyton McLaren. Atlantic up 4-0 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. McLaren's second free throw in flight, and it is no good. Rims out, rebound. Williams, putback is good.
That was a good pull down.
Well, Atlantic gets a three-point play after all.
Yeah, they do.
6-0 Trojans. Red Oak with the ball in the backcourt. They get across the timeline. Out top to Ellison Johnson. She'll fire baseline. Erickson on the drive. Foul called on Katrina Williams. Didn't quite get position on her.
Yeah.
Got that knee out. You're going to get called on every time, and it's going to be Red Oaks ball. 4:54 to go, first quarter. So Ellison Johnson will throw it in. The 5'6" senior. Jones out top to Natalie Johnson. Fire inside the block. Shot up and good.
Yep.
And a foul
She
called
grabbed her arm.
Atlantic.
Yep.
Natalie Johnson gets the Tigers on the board. 6-2. Here in this first stanza. Natalie Johnson will shoot the and one. She's 70% free throw shooter, 14 of 20 of the year, and her free throw is money. Johnson with the 3 points. Now for Red Oak, 6-3 Atlantic with a lead on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Red Oak drops back at a half-court D.
Yep.
Atlantic high post, baseline, Peyton McLaren back out to Schrader. Over to Maddie McLaren. She wanted to get inside. The ball is knocked out by the Tigers.
Just got to take it in there with a little more strength.
They're looking for Williams at the high post.
Yeah, they are.
And the throw in. Right side of the basket for Schrader, out top to Maddie McLaren. She'll work the ball right wing to Peyton McLaren. She'll send it down to Lamp baseline. And the Lamp throws it away. First turnover for Atlantic. And the Tigers get the steal. Erickson had the pickoff. Keely Jones with it, top of the circle. Back to Ellison Johnson on the right wing.
Just keep the hands wide and keep moving the ball, or keep moving your feet. There's no reason to be slapping at it.
Tigers turn it over, their 5th turnover here in this first quarter. 4:15 to go, and 6-3 ball game. Atlantic with the lead. Peyton McLaren will bring it across the half-court line for the Trojans. 2-1-2 zone by the Tigers. So wing it right to Schrader. Schrader off the screen, angles to the free throw line. Fires a high arcer, no good. Rebound's going to be tapped out of bounds by Keely Jones.
Yep. That was a great move inside. Just couldn't get it to drop, but that's a good shot.
So Atlantic will throw it in from the right side of the basket on the baseline. Schrader will be the trigger girl there. She's going to have to look inside, and Satoff is in. Williams, good. Williams camped
finally
down the
found the
block.
one underneath. But yeah,
was 6. She was camped out on the low post and took the inbounds and put it up and in. Erickson at the other end takes the transition and puts it up.
Yep.
8-5 Atlantic on the Seed Pros scoreboard. 3:40 to go first quarter. Schrader right wing to Peyton McLaren. McLaren bounce pass out to Maddie McLaren on the drive into Satoff. Satoff works it right baseline, dumps it to Williams. Turnaround shot, good.
Good job.
Man, Williams gotten so much better.
Yeah. A little more confidence in there.
And Roger, she uses her offhand a lot.
Yeah.
That was a left-handed shot. Erickson on the drive for Red Oak down inside to Ellison Johnson, and a steal by
good
Williams.
job.
Steal number 36 for Williams. And turnover number 6 for Red Oak. 3:06 to play first quarter. Atlantic by 5 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Maddie McLaren fouled by Siebenecker with 2:59 on the clock.
Yeah, just a little too much push.
You know, Williams started off the season average about 6 a game.
Yeah.
Now she's up in double figures.
Well, yeah, and rightfully so, because they're going to need that. That's where they need it.
And her teammates trust her because they go to her a lot now.
Well, I mean, that's why you have the big man, so to speak.
Hickman is in the game for the Trojans. Schrader fires a 3 from the right side, no good. Keely Jones with the rebound for Red Oak.
I like that shot because she didn't hesitate. She set her feet and let her fly.
And she was wide open, too, and had the look. Siebenecker at the other end fires a 3, no good. And the rebound knocked out of bounds by the Tigers. Ellie O'Neill now in, a 5'7" freshman. In for Red Oak. Atlantic with Hickman and Satoff off the bench with 2.5 to go in the first quarter. Trojans up 10-5 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Schrader out to Williams, 15-foot jumper, good.
Oh, she's become deadly there.
Oh, Williams off to a tremendous start. She has 10 points here in this first quarter. It's 12-5 Atlantic. Trojans press. Johnson has
good
it stolen
pick.
away
Another
by
steal.
Williams. 37th steal of the year. Hickman out top. Right side of Schrader. High post, Williams
Same
again.
thing.
Big shot, no good. As you mentioned, Roger, same spot.
Well, yeah, I mean, you got to shoot them when you're there.
Travel call to the Tigers. Atlantic will have the ball back in their front court on the turnover. Hickman will throw it in. 1:56 to go first quarter. Miley Johnson, a 5'6" freshman, comes in for Ellison Johnson. Atlantic with the basketball, 1:55 to go first quarter, up 12-5. Maddie McLaren out top to Schrader, high post to Williams again, drives inside, layup up, good! And a foul call on the Tigers.
And she took that one in between people and put it up strong.
Williams on her way to having a huge night. She already has 12 points with 1:47 to go in the first quarter.
Well, hey, find somebody that's hot, feed him the rock. You know,
there you go. Williams.
Makes it an easy game that way, right?
Yeah, and one is good. 13 for Williams. Atlantic by 10. 15-5 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Tigers against the press.
Yeah.
And a foul called on Hickman. That's 3 in Atlantic in the first quarter, 4 in Red Oak. 1:42 to go in the first stanza. Atlantic at 15-5. Coming off a win over Harlan Community last Friday night. That evened the record at 7-7. Inbounds Tigers. Siebenecker loses the handle, gets it back. Pass on the left wing to Miley Johnson. Back to Erickson. Long two, no. Rebound Hickman for Atlantic. 1.5 to go in the first quarter. Hickman will bring it across the timeout onto the dribble. Right side is Schrader. She'll launch the three. Yes!
Got that one. Tell you what, she had the arc on that baby. Oh, she's going to get another steal.
Steal by the Trojans. So Schrader with the big triple on that top of the circle. That's one of her favorite spots there, on that right wing beyond the arc.
Yeah.
They'll move it baseline to Satov. Out to Schrader. Into Williams. She'll pivot.
Oh,
turn,
nice
shoot.
nice inside pass.
Healy Jones with the rebound. She was right there in the middle of the paint. Had a nice shot. Siebenecker across the timeline to Miley Jones. Down to Erickson for three. Short. Williams rebound. Kick out Hickman.
Good no call.
45
Just let him
seconds
fight
to go
for the
in
rebound.
First quarter. Hickman out top to Schrader. She'll launch the triple. No good. Rebound Red Oak, and we've got a jump ball.
It'll be Atlantic's ball underneath.
So Atlantic in the first quarter, I've got just one turnover. Tigers with 8 turnovers this first quarter of play, and the Trojans' press has really been effective.
Yeah, well, absolutely. I mean, in a way, what you want to do is just keep playing defense in the press and let them make their mistake. You know, you don't need to be fouling. Ends up putting them at the line.
38 seconds to go in the first quarter. The pass out top to Schrader. She's open. He'll fire the three. No good.
Oh.
Aired it out of bounds, and Tigers get the basketball. McKenna Schrader with that three ball here just a little bit ago. And that was her 21st three-point make of the season. They'll inbounds it to Johnson. Back to Ellison Johnson. Siebenecker. Ellison Johnson, top of the circle. Drives all the way inside. Shot up.
Good no call.
Rebound Satov for Atlantic. Kick out to Hickman. 20 seconds to go in the first quarter. Atlantic up 18-5.
Good defense. She stayed straight up, and they just ran into her.
McLaren out top to Schrader. She'll look over to Coach Vargas to get the situation. 10 seconds. 9 seconds. 8, 7, 6 to go in the first quarter. Schrader right wing. Skip pass. Hickman overhead out of bounds with 2 seconds to go.
You know, we've seen Jillian Satov hit a few threes.
She can hit them.
Well, she's actually in there playing where Bryn Lamp would, but it's almost like, okay, go to the corner.
And the first quarter comes to an end on Red Oak's possession. Atlantic 18, Red Oak 5. We're back in a minute with more from Atlantic on 95.7 FM on our live video stream, westerniowatoday.com.
At Outfitters Plus Outlet Store in Atlantic, you'll find the latest apparel and promotional products in the newest colors and designs. Head to Outfitters and work with the design pros to make your customized tees, team apparel, and personalized swag for your business a reality. Whether it's fan apparel for your high school or youth sports team, your business, or you just want to make something your own, you'll have everyone saying, "Where did you get that?" Outfitters will also add your group store online to make ordering a breeze. Get personalized at Outfitters Plus Outlet Store in Atlantic.
If authentic Mexican food is what you're craving, then come on into Rancho Grande in Atlantic. We're more than just tacos and margaritas, but we do make the best of both. We have appetizers, beef, chicken, seafood dishes, and desserts. Mixed drinks, wine, imported and domestic beers are on the menu too. Dine in or relax on the patio with family, friends, date night, or a quick stop before or after the game. Open 7 days a week. You'll be able to fill in your cravings of authentic Mexican food at Rancho Grande in Atlantic.
To Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live streamed at westerniowatoday.com.
Fresh 8 on the board. We start the second quarter. Atlantic up 18-5 on the Seed Pros scoreboard as Ellison Johnson will throw it into Keely Jones. Jones back to Johnson, high and left. 18-5 Atlantic with the lead. And Katrina Williams led the charge with 13 first quarter points. Erickson goes baseline to Natalie Johnson, back out to Ellison Johnson, the right wing to Keely Jones. Tigers the front court trying to get something going offensively.
Don't reach over, you don't need to.
Out top to Ellison Johnson for three, missed the shot. Rebound Satoff for Atlantic. Trojans bring the ball to the front court. Gillian Satoff with the board. They'll work the right wing to Schrader. She's got a one triple so far. Out top to McLaren, left side of Hickman. Hickman drives baseline.
There you go, you got
Satoff. She'll fire the three, no good short.
Good shot.
Rebound Williams inside,
Take it in strong.
Put back up and no good.
Oh, I thought she had that
the
one.
Rebound comes off the hands of the Tigers. Atlantic gets the ball back.
She did a good job of fighting for the rebound out on that one.
7:13 to go in the second quarter. 18-5 Atlantic on top of the Seed Pros scoreboard, and Schrader will throw it in for the baseline left side of the basket. Back to Satar Hickman rather, high and right to Peyton McLaren. Schrader baseline, they'll dump it to Williams inside, across the block to Satoff.
Keep turning.
Tafoff will lose the ball. Red Oak gets the steal, and they'll bring it up the floor. So a turnover Atlantic, their third. And the Trojans knock it out of bounds. Tigers will have it near sideline. Bryn Lamp will check in for Atlantic, and Satoff will come out. Natalie Johnson will throw it in for the Tigers. Top of the circle will extend it back out top to Erickson. Kaylee Erickson, a 5'2 freshman, in double team. Back to Ellison Johnson. Johnson double teamed, gets it ahead to Jones. High post to Natalie Johnson. Pulls up, shot,
Good
no.
block.
Williams gets the rebound for Atlantic out to Hickman. Trojans had the ball front court early second quarter. High post Williams, she's got 13. High and right to Schrader. Skip pass, Hickman open. He'll leave it out top to Peyton McLaren. She'll whip it down low. Driving is Bryn Lamp. Shot up and no good. Out of bounds. Tipped by Riddle.
She had the right idea. She just got to take it up strong and finish that.
Atlantic led 18-5 after one quarter. That's where we stand here with 6:22 to go in the second stanza. Schrader will dump it in for the left baseline for the Trojans. She'll wing it out top to Peyton McLaren on the drive. Looks for Lamp on the left baseline. She'll take it in the block. And Siebenecker almost got the tie up, and now they do. Good job by Red Oak to get the hand and get the
Trojan
ball
arrow,
in the
yep.
air, man.
Yep.
So Schrader will have the throw in via the arrow for Atlantic and on the baseline. 6:13 to go, second quarter, 18-5 Atlantic with the lead. Schrader toss into Williams, or Lamp rather, shot up and got it. Lamp right in the middle of the
Yeah,
paint.
I think just. Well, your height advantage made a big difference there.
Lamp at 5'11" took that inbound.
Williams got it. Didn't get the steal, but got the tip.
Atlantic gets the ball back, and that's the ninth turnover by Red Oak in the first half. There's a shot by Peyton McLaren, no. Hickman rebound for Atlantic. Schrader inside, Lamp. Lamp is good.
Way to find her inside. I was hoping that was going to drop.
Atlantic up 22-5, and Bryn Lamp back-to-back field goals, and the Tigers turn it over again. Trojans out, left wing Hickman, she'll launch the three. Got it. Timeout, Carter Bros. Atlantic on a roll, up 25-5, a 7-0 run. And we'll take a 1-minute timeout. We're back with more from Atlantic on KS 95.7 FM.
You wouldn't put just anything in your engine. At Olson's BP, we provide BP superior fuels to keep your car running at its best. But what about the driver? Olson's BP is your keep-you-going store, and we've got the high-quality fuel you need at Godfather's Pizza Express. This January, we're helping you go further for less. Buy any large pizza and get half off any side. Pair that with thick crust pizza with wings or cheese sticks and save big. Stop by Olson's BP for superior fuels and Godfather's Pizza, a pizza you can't refuse.
SWITA is your public transit provider in Southwest Iowa. Gas prices got you down? Need a ride to work or the grocery store? There's public transportation for everyone in Southwest Iowa. SWITA offers taxi service in Atlantic, Glenwood, Harlan, Missouri Valley, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. Call 1-800-842-8065 or visit swita.com to schedule your ride.
Welcome back. 5:32 to go in the first half. Atlantic a big 25-5 on his 7-0 run. Tigers have in the backcourt. Lamp had a 2. She had a back-to-back doubles and then a triple by Hickman. Erickson driving for Red Oak. She finds it short, leaves it short off the hoop. Rebound, Lamp out to Hickman. Atlantic in the front court. Pass left wing to Peyton McLaren. McLaren skip past Hickman, open for 3. Didn't take it.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't call it.
Up, no good. Rebound, Lamp put back up.
And here's a bounce.
Down low to Williams with the basketball. Out to Hickman, high and right. 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Right baseline to Lamp. Hickman out top, Schrader. She'll swing it left to Peyton McLaren. Baseline Lamp, low Hickman. Hickman back to a Lamp, left baseline, back out top to Peyton McLaren. They'll kick it high post to Williams. Loops it low to Lamp, layup up and no good. Ball tipped out by the Tigers.
Yep. I'll tell you what, I was hoping that, one of the best things in basketball is the pass before the shot. A lot of times. It's just like, somebody sees you there and makes it an easy shot, and, some of those passes are just give you chills, I guess is the way to put it.
Schrader for 3, right side, no. Rebound, Red Oak. That was really good ball movement.
Yes, it was.
And I think they've really done a good job. The Tigers turn it over here. Atlantic with a steal out top to McLaren. Drives baseline and foul called on Keely Jones. I think the ball movement in this game has been pretty impressive.
Right, and it just...
And like you said, it's a shot before... What is the pass before the shot?
Pass before the shot. That's why you hope that a good pass is rewarded by a shot going in.
Checking in is Ellie O'Neill. She's been in the first quarter. Comes back here. Pass in. McLaren. Peyton high and right. Ball almost poked out of her hands. And it is a steal by Siebenecker. Now
good hustle.
A jump ball.
Yeah, Siebenecker did a great job of hustling going after it.
So Ellie O'Neill is in. Monty Johnson has been in as well. Coach has played a number of players here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 so far. Atlantic on the defensive side. Johnson brings it across. Pass ahead. Siebenecker, left wing. Out top, Keely Jones. She'll stop and pop from the elbow. In and out, no good. Williams rebound. Average about 8 rebounds a game. She snags that one.
Keep pushing.
Clears it out to Schrader. She'll lob it low. Ball tipped out by the Tigers.
That's where I would have liked to have seen her pull up right there at the block and shoot that little bank shot. Because she had everybody moving in that direction, and everybody was going to leave her, and all she had to do was jump stop, just a little bit of kiss off the glass.
Inbounds to Schrader. Baseline 3, go!
Got that one. She didn't have to think about that one. That was set up for her.
Schrader with the 3, her second of the ball game, and her 20 for
Williams got her hand on another one.
22nd 3 of the season.
I know they used to keep track of deflections too. I mean, a lot of times in games, just people getting their fingers on the ball, which disrupts the offense.
28-5 Atlantic. Haley Erickson out top. Jones, they go left side of Siebenecker, back to Jones for 3. She leaves it short. Rebound, Williams.
Good box out.
3:20 to go, first half. Peyton McLaren across a half-court line ahead. Maddie McLaren, baseline to Lamp, back to Maddie McLaren. To Peyton McLaren, top of the circle, swings it left to McKenna Schrader. Schrader holds the ball now, high post to Williams. She has 13. Back left baseline, Lamp. Skip pass, Peyton McLaren right wing, down low. Maddie McLaren too far under, back to Lamp. Out top, Schrader fires
inside
the triple.
Out. Got it.
Schrader with 3 threes. Atlantic up 31-5 on the Save Pro scoreboard. Tigers down the other way. Miley Johnson layup missed, and Williams with the rebound.
Well, that was a good effort for the Red Oak. At least get a shot, almost a layup.
Clears it out. Schrader baseline to Lamp. Back to Schrader, high and right. Lamp looks out top. Schrader again. They'll swing it left to Peyton McLaren. 20 in the shot clock. Trojans looking to move the ball around this zone. Schrader lose the handle. It's scooped up by the Tigers. You got a whistle.
I think we had a kick.
And it's going to be Red Oak's ball.
Yep.
Atlantic up 31-5. Tigers have not scored here in the second quarter. Atlantic has scored 13. Trojans in the front, down low. Jones can't get it. Rebound comes off to Ellison Johnson. Her putback is good.
Got it.
Ellison Johnson gets the Tigers on the board here in this second quarter. 31-7 Atlantic on the Save Pros scoreboard. 2 minutes to go.
Yep.
First half. Pass high block to Williams. And a steal.
She brought it down.
Erickson. Back to Siebenecker. A foul called on Atlantic.
Yeah, when she turned, she brought the ball down here where everybody can get a hold of it. All she got to do is just pivot. And she had, I don't know who was out at the point. Just a little pass there, either a drive or a three-point shot.
So the Ellison Johnson will throw it in. McKenna Schrader with her 23rd three of the season. She has 3 threes here in the ball game. Johnson drives. He'll put a runner up. No good. Ricochets to Saitoff and knocked out by the Trojans. Atlantic 4 turnovers the first half. They've played pretty clean. Red Oak with 11 turnovers in this first half with 1:45 to go. Ellison Johnson left baseline. Kicks it out top. Erickson, the freshman, and she throws it away. Atlantic with a basketball with 1:35 to go and a 31-7 lead. On the Seed Pros scoreboard, Hickman brings it across on the dribble for Atlantic. High and right to Schrader. Baseline right, Peyton McLaren stops, pops a 10-footer, no good.
The right shot, just got to finish it.
Too strong, Jones. Keely Jones pass ahead to Siebenecker, and she stepped out of bounds.
Yep.
Hope foul called on Schrader.
Yeah, and I get that. I think she was going to step out anyway, but under the circumstances of the game, you're gonna call that one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anna Torres is in for Red Oak. Miley Johnson is in. And Natalie Johnson back in for the Tigers here with 1:18 to go in the second quarter. The inbounds to Keely Jones. She'll get it across. Erickson, a long 2, no good, left it short. Rebound Saitoff. Kick out to Hickman. 1:07 to go in the first half of the Seed Pros scoreboard. Hickman to Schrader. High block Saitoff. Down low to Lamp, and the Trojans throw it away.
She had the right idea. It's just all she had to do is pivot, and she had the same shot that Williams has right there at the elbow.
5 turnovers Atlantic in the first half, 12 for Red Oak. A minute to go in the second quarter, 31-7 Atlantic. And the Tigers turn it over again in the press.
Bounce pass.
Down low, Maddie McLaren.
All right,
good.
I like seeing that. That's where it was at.
Again, great ball movement by the Trojans.
Ooh, got another steal.
Another steal by Hickman. Out top to Saitoff. High and right to Lamp. Kenna Schrader on the drive. Out to Hickman, top of the circle.
You got plenty of time. Plenty of time on the shot clock.
Inside to Saitoff. Can't find a shot. Kick out to Hickman. Right side to Schrader. Into Lamp. Layup up and no good. Lamp rebound for Atlantic.
Oh, she got it back.
Schrader for 3.
Get it.
Good.
Nice look inside out.
36-7. Again, that ball movement.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah.
Tigers almost turned it over. They went into pressure, and they'll keep the ball tipped out by Atlantic with 8 seconds to go in the first half. Atlantic up 36-7. McKenna Schrader has propelled the offense here in the second quarter. Williams had the upper hand of the first quarter. Williams had 13 for the 18 Atlantic points that first quarter, and Schrader with 9 of the Trojans' 18 points here in the second quarter. And all from behind the arc, she has 12 points. Pass baseline, McLaren drives, layup good.
That's pretty.
Maddie McLaren, 4 points. And that's it here in the first half. Atlantic 38, Red Oak 7. Our halftime show brought to you by Olson's BP, your home for the great Godfather's Pizza.
Looking for the place to party in Atlantic? It's the Super Bowl, your party headquarters for birthdays, family outings, date nights, and more. Feeling competitive? Challenge your crew to a few games and see who's king of the lanes. Don't miss Glow Bowling every Friday and Saturday night. Lights, music, and nonstop fun. Ready to roll? Call Dan at 243-4656 to book your lanes today. The Super Bowl in Atlantic, where good times roll.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments.
Welcome back to halftime. Atlantic up huge here, 38-7, and heading for the running clock in the second half. And if we look at scoring here, McKenna Schrader has 4 threes in this first half, but Katrina Williams leads with 13, and then Schrader with 12 for Atlantic. Maddie McLaren with 4 coming in the second quarter. Caitlin Hickman with 3 points. Peyton McLaren with 2, and Bryn Lamp has 4 for Atlantic, as the Trojans had a big first quarter, so at 18, but they hit the long ball with Schrader in the second quarter. For Red Oak, points were hard to come by. They had 5 in the first quarter, just 2 in the second. Kaylee Erickson with 2, Ellison Johnson with 2, and Natalie Johnson with 3 points. And Atlantic's pressure defense has forced the Tigers into 14 turnovers in the first half. Atlantic had 5. I guess your thoughts, Roger, that first half of play?
Well, I tell you, man, they kept that pressure defense on in the half court, and I would say, you know, at least half of those possessions, Red Oak never got it across the center court. You know, shooting well, passing the ball well. You know, Red Oak's got some work to do, but like I said, I think, you know, they shot a lot of threes on paper. I think they've only got 2 or 3 up.
Yeah,
in this game.
Well, and Coach Vargas was well aware of what they can do from that 3-point line, and it took Atlantic a little bit, but they scored 18 points the first quarter and 20 in the second quarter of play, and already have 2 players in double figures, and up 38-7 here at the halftime break. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout. Atlantic up a big 38-7.
Trust the company.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
Have you ever heard the saying, people spend their life building wealth and neglecting their health, only to wish they could trade their wealth for better health at the end? This is Dr. Fritz Beyer, and it has now been over 30 years since my first chiropractic adjustment. I still get asked, do you get adjusted? Absolutely. I try to get adjusted at least once a month. I'm 47 now and still try to stay as active as ever. While I do get a few more aches and pains than when I was younger, it feels great to be able to step on the mat and help kids learning to wrestle. Chiropractic has helped me feel young enough to do it. If
authentic Mexican food is what you're craving, then come on into Rancho Grande in Atlantic. We're more than just tacos and margaritas, but we do make the best of both. We have appetizers, beef, chicken, seafood dishes, and desserts. Mixed drinks, wine, imported and domestic beers are on the menu too. Dine in or relax on the patio with family, friends, date night, or a quick stop before or after the game. Open 7 days a week. You'll be able to fill in your cravings of authentic Mexican food at Rancho Grande in Atlantic.
At Oak Point Wealth Management, we're embracing new changes to better serve you. As an independent wealth manager, I'm excited to partner with LPL Financial, bringing you comprehensive tools and resources backed by personalized service and dynamic technology. My focus remains on helping you achieve your financial goals with integrity and care. Visit oakpointwealth.com or call me, Erin Friend, at 712-207-3521 to learn more.
Visit oakpointwealth.com. Call 712-207-3521 to learn more about how Oak Point Wealth Management can help you pursue your financial goals.
(38-7) Atlantic with the lead here on our Olsen's BP halftime show, and Atlantic Pep Band sounding as good as ever. The 57th annual Southwest Iowa Bandmasters Association was held this past Monday, yesterday, at the Atlantic High School. Atlantic High School had 8 students participate in this honor band.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
It's a big deal, Roger.
It is a big deal.
Hudson Brock, oboe. Michael Hokamp on the euphonium. Katrina Williams, who has 13 points on the trumpet. Shauna Anderson, French horn. Grace Mitchell, French horn. And Shauna Anderson and Grace Mitchell were also honored at the concert for being selected into the Southwest Iowa Honor honor band for 6 years in a row. That's 7th grade through their senior year. That is a huge honor.
Oh, yeah, that means you know what you're doing.
No doubt about it. And again, Grace Mitchell on the French horn, and also Shauna Anderson. Oh, excuse me, yeah, it was Williams on the trumpet and Shauna Anderson French horn and Grace Mitchell on the French horn as well. So they had
absolutely.
2 on the French horn there, and very well done. Halftime, 38-7 in favor of the Atlantic Trojans. Here's how it played out in the first half. Offensively, kind of a slow start. Atlantic led 6-0 early, and then the Tigers got on the board to make it 6-2. Then they got a free throw to make it 6-3. They had an and one, actually, and that was Natalie Johnson with the and one. And then the Trojans just broke away from there. They opened up a 15-5 lead after 1 quarter of play. They led 18-5. Then in that second quarter, they started off on a 7-0 run to lead 25-5. Bryn Lamp had back-to-back twos, and then Caitlin Hickman, the freshman, that came in and drained a three-point shot to give Atlantic a 28-5 lead. And they opened that up to 38-7 here at the halftime break. And Roger, I think you mentioned earlier, the ball movement has been really well for Atlantic.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think probably the philosophy in this is, you got the game pretty well under control, but I guess I'd look at it as I'd continue to press until you get to that 35-point mark and then back off. Once you get the clock to running, then that's when you can start getting everybody else in, too.
No doubt about it. Atlantic comes back on the floor with a 38-7 lead here at halftime, brought to you by Olson's BP, your home for the great Godfather's Pizza.
At Greg Young, we don't just sell vehicles, we help you find the perfect one. Our extensive dealership network allows for amazing pricing and better vehicle selection. Plus, get a 5-year complimentary maintenance package with a new or used vehicle purchase, oil changes, tire rotations, and peace of mind on us. That's how Greg Young celebrates 25 years. Visit GregYoungAtlantic.com today.
Greg Young, we go the extra mile for you.
Hi everyone, this is Tanner from the Atlantic Hy-Vee. Have you signed up or upgraded to our Perks program yet? It's free and gives you instant savings. If you're not signed up, no worries. We can sign you up in-store. Super easy and instant savings. You will still have the fuel saver savings on gas. We're the only store in town committed to giving you the cheapest gas. So when you choose the Atlantic Hy-Vee, you're not just shopping, you're experiencing service, quality, savings, and purpose. And as always, thank you for choosing Atlantic Hy-Vee.
At 2nd Street Auto, it's our mission to get you back on the road fast. And it all starts with free local towing. Once you're back at the shop, we talk you through your car repair with a free and fair estimate. We do everything in-house so you know who's working on your car. Our Hercules tires come with free road hazard repair, free rotation for the life of the tires, and a free alignment check. And nobody can beat our transmission rebuild and repair experts. Brakes, tune-ups, oil changes, preventative maintenance, and service work make 2nd Street your first stop.
Welcome back to Atlantic. Well, the boys' game coming up next should be a good one. Girls' game right now, it's Atlantic domination, 38-7.
I mean, you're up 31 points, and yeah, you've done your job. Now it's just a matter, I guess, like I said, this is where you want to fine-tune things, I guess is the way to look at it. Like I said, you got the game in hand, but you don't need any careless turnovers, careless fouls, those type of things. Just play good defense, let the game come to you, and make me work on some of those plays and I'm always a big advocate. You get to a certain point, like I said, running clock, get everybody else in the ball game.
Absolutely. Well, the Trojans will have the ball and the running clock, and it'll stay running until it gets down to 25-point differential.
Yeah, once it goes over 35, it runs, except for timeouts and free throws. And then if it goes below 20 or gets down under 25, then the clock goes back to regular again.
Atlantic starts the second half with the basketball. They'll bring it across the timeline. 38-7, Trojans with the lead. They'll work the ball back out top to McKenna Schrader. Peyton McLaren swings it with the left wing. Skip past Schrader. She's open. She'll fire the triple. Good.
Got it.
Schrader with 5 threes.
So she's starting to get her stroke tonight. and that's going to be good for games coming down the road.
41-7 Atlantic. Tigers in the front court with Ellison Johnson to paint. Shot, no. Rebound, Williams for Atlantic.
That was actually a pretty good move. I thought she was going to get it up over Williams.
Ellison came in, Roger Moore, averaging 7.42 a game, which was the leading scorer for the Tigers. Atlantic throws the ball away. Turnover Atlantic. Right up with the ball in the front court. Two players were averaging 7. One was Siebenecker, and then...
Yeah, Siebenecker thought somebody was behind her because she threw it over her head.
Atlantic with the ball, and the Tigers with the turnover. They had 14 turnovers in that first stanza. Atlantic in the front court. 7 minutes to go, third quarter at 41-7. Schrader. Backdoor pass to a Lamp, and it couldn't get it to her. Atlantic 2 turnovers.
That was the right idea. You just got to land it in there.
Like you mentioned, I mean, this is a big lead here, 41-7. You got to try to stay sharp.
Yes.
Ellison Johnson at the free throw line, back out top. Erickson to Siebenecker, looks for Natalie Johnson down low. Now Ellison Johnson, the block, she'll swing it right to Jones, out top to Erickson. Nice pass at Ellison Johnson. Pivots, shot off the glass, and it's good, and she's fouled. That was good ball movement.
That was a good ball movement, and that was a good pivot. I mean, she's shooting up over a taller girl, and that's not easy.
So Ellison Johnson gets the 2. Again, that was good ball movement around that Trojan zone, and then Johnson gets her 4th point of the game, and she gets the N1, and she makes it.
Yep, finishes it off.
41-10, Trojans with the lead of the basketball. With 6.5 to go in the third quarter, the Seed Pros scoreboard. Schrader, top of the circle for Atlantic, off the screen, angles right. Holds up her dribble, fires a Caitlin Clark 3 and missed the shot.
Yeah. Well, she was feeling it. Let's.
Why not? Way downtown, about a 25-footer. And a steal by Schrader.
Now.
She'll go coast to coast, layup up, and it is good.
Yep.
Schrader's having herself a night offensively. She has 17 points, 5 threes, and a 2-point bucket. Ellison Johnson for 2 from the elbow, missed the shot. Natalie Johnson rebounded, she traveled with it.
Yeah, she should have shot at the first. Yeah, sometimes that's hard to understand, but sometimes if you got a taller defenders, you shoot it off their hand and get the rebound, and then you reposition yourself. Sometimes you got to think about that, but I remember playing against taller guys. I wasn't afraid. I mean, I'd shoot it off their hand, and then I'd do something different.
You weren't afraid of anybody.
Well, no.
Well, that's what I said. You didn't, but I said it. Lamp layup up and no good for Atlantic at the other end. And Erickson comes down with a board. 5.5 to go. They were actually afraid of you.
Well,
Roger drive that baseline, and I mean, he was like this. The sea would part. Tigers missed a shot. Trojans rebound. Love the baseline drive. Hickman high and right for Atlantic, up 43-10. Hickman on the bounce. Baseline to Peyton McLaren.
Oh, there it is.
Backdoor, Williams lays it up, and it is good.
Got it. Okay, there we got our running clock.
45-10. 35
That was a good-looking pass.
No, it really was. And Williams with 15 points in the ball game. Tigers in the front court with it. Bounce pass to Ellison Johnson. She'll dribble through traffic, and a foul called on Atlantic. Either Hickman or McLaren, one of the two.
You bet. You know, that pass where you drop it over the top of the defender brings me back memories of Coach Barnes. Call them vertical passing lanes.
Vertical passing lanes.
Vertical passing lanes. And that's oh so true. And I always got a kick out of it. That's coming from the wrestling coach.
Well, what else did what was his favorite saying? The Matrix or I can't remember.
Well, you get a bump or a bruise, it's just rub a little dirt on it.
Oh, yeah. He had a lot of good sayings.
Oh, boy. Yep, it was good.
Tigers draw the foul. They'll shoot free throws 45-10, 4:12 to go, third quarter. The clock does stop for free throws here in a running clock situation. Ellison Johnson with 5 points, and she's 2 for 2 for the line. 45-11. Trojans. Second free throw is no good. Rebound at Williams. Atlantic will bring it to the front court. Johnson 2 for 3 for the line. Peyton McLaren, top of the circle, right baseline to Hickman. Hickman inside to Williams, gets away, retrieved by Maddie McLaren. She'll take it back to Williams. Short J is no good.
Yeah, that's where I like to see you kiss it off the glass.
Erickson clears the board, and on the dribble for Red Oak. Back out top to Jones, swings it left. Dump inside Allison Johnson. Pivots, hook shot up, no good. Tipped out by the Tigers. Ellie McO'Neill had a fingertip on it.
Yeah, one of those things I learned along is the glass is kind of your friend because it takes away that hesitation or something, instead of trying to drop it right over the edge.
Satoff high and right. Back to McLaren. Now baseline Satoff into Williams. She'll take it to the rim. Shot up, no good. Rebound, Ellison Johnson. Playing a pretty good third quarter for Red Oak.
Yeah.
She's got the rebounds, and she's picked up 4 points. Baseline Erickson for three, and Erickson knocked down the triple.
That's their first triple today.
Boy, they have not, like you mentioned, Roger, have not shot a lot. That's her 11th three-point shot of the season, make it anyway. Williams layup on the other end, no good. Rebound.
She's got the right idea. Right now, she's lost that little touch that she had in the first half.
Ellie O'Neill got the board for the Tigers, and they'll kick it right wing to Keely Jones. 2:40 to go in the second quarter. The Tigers turn it over.
Take it right at her. Take it right at her.
McLaren down the lane, layup up and no good. And the rebound to Ellie O'Neill.
Yeah, you got to make those. Hate to say that, but you got to make those.
2:25 to go in this third quarter. O'Neill baseline, Siebenacker for three. Good! Tigers start to heat up a little bit. Siebenacker with her first points of the game, averaging 7. 45-14. Atlantic with the lead, 2:10 to go in the third on the running clock. Satoff, left baseline, back out top to Maddie McLaren. Now Peyton, top of the circle. Bounce pass, Hickman gets away from her. And Hickman saved it. Now the Tigers come up with a jump ball.
Tigers ball.
Trojans with 7 turnovers, including that one there, but they played a pretty good game. And checking in now for the Tigers, Anna Torres.
Well, we've had some, Trojans have had some good shots. It's just they haven't dropped. Things that they were doing in the first half that went down that didn't now.
Miley Johnson checks in. Schrader leads the team. She has 5 3s, 17. Williams with 15 to lead Atlantic Tigers the ball in the front court. They go inside. Erickson back out top. Johnson for three, no. Rebound, Maddie McLaren for Atlantic. 2-on-1 break. Maddie McLaren over to Hickman. The two freshmen to go on the transition. Hickman lays it up and in.
Good finish.
Hickman with 5 points. Atlantic up 47-14. Tigers the front court. Miley Johnson on the dribble to back out top to O'Neill. She'll take it to the rim.
Ooh, good drive.
Lays it up and in.
Boy, that was pretty. And then, pretty on Red Oak side, on Atlantic side, get over in front of somebody.
Yeah. 47-19, Atlantic.
Hit it, Jillian.
Top for three, and the baseline can't get it. Snagged.
That was the right shot to take.
37 seconds to go in the third. Yeah, she's wide open there.
Yeah, no, you got to shoot that one.
Erickson on the dribble to the right baseline, gives it up. Out top. O'Neill.
The Trojans have been doing a good job of double teams. They're just double teaming everybody.
And the turnover by the Tigers, and that was strictly pressure there.
Yeah, absolutely. Going for one shot here.
12 seconds to go in the third, 10. Atlantic at 47-19. High and right to Satoff. Jillian back out top. McLaren over to Hickman. Skip past Satoff. She'll fire the three at the buzzer. No good. And we're through three quarters.
And she's going to shoot 3 free throws.
Foul call to the Tigers, so Satoff will shoot 3 free throws before we go to the fourth quarter. Atlantic at 47-19. And Jillian Satoff, the line, just no points yet. She's averaging 3.23. Her first free throw is good.
Got it. Yeah, the gal just didn't get stopped in time as she was coming out to guard that and run her over.
Next free throw up 48-19. Free throw good. 49-19. Satoff 2 for 2. 54% free throw shooter. She was 6-11 coming in, and she made 2 of 3.
Well, I guess
8 of 12 on the season, or 8 of 14.
66%.
Timeout here as we go to the fourth quarter. Atlantic up big, 49-19. We're back in a minute.
At Outfitters Plus Outlet Store in Atlantic, you'll find the latest apparel and promotional products in the newest colors and designs. Head to Outfitters and work with the design pros to make your customized tees, team apparel, and personalized swag for your business a reality. Whether it's fan apparel for your high school or youth sports team, your business, or you just want to make something your own, you'll have everyone saying, "Where did you get that?" Outfitters will also add your group store online to make ordering a breeze. Get personalized at Outfitters Plus Outlet Store in Atlantic. Stop in today.
You wouldn't put just anything in your engine. At Olson's BP, we provide BP superior fuels to keep your car running at its best. But what about the driver? Olson's BP is your keep-you-going store, and we've got the high-quality fuel you need at Godfather's Pizza Express. This January, we're helping you go further for less. Buy any large pizza and get half off any side. Pair that with thick crust pizza with wings or cheese sticks and save big. Stop by Olson's BP for superior fuels and Godfather's Pizza, a pizza you can...
Welcome back to Atlantic, 49-19. We owe you a station identification. You're listening to high school basketball on KS 95.7 FM.
7 is KSWI Atlantic, a proud part of Meredith Communications. KS 95.7.
Atlantic with the basketball inside. And
good luck.
Some subs in there, and Satoff for three. Can't get it to go. Rebound Atlantic. Back to Satoff. So kick it out top to Peyton McLaren. Running clock. Atlantic up 49-19. Some substitutes in there right now.
We got three freshmen on the ground right now.
Yeah, Tess O'Brien is in there. She'll work the ball high and right. Gets it. Try to go down to Satoff.
I mean, she was looking, had her eyes up, looking to make that pass, and that's where a bounce pass comes in. You just got to step out around that.
Hickman will throw it in for Atlantic. Looks for a cutter.
There it is.
Satoff layup up. It's no good. She's fouled. So Satoff back to the free throw line. She's 2 for 3. Atlantic up 49-19 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. We'll have the boys game coming up here. Next, it should be a dandy. Satoff will shoot. The first of 2 and good. Jillian 3 for 4 off the line. Atlantic up 50-19. Second free throw by Satoff is good. 51-19. Atlantic with the lead. Tigers with the basketball. 7 minutes to play in this one. Ellison Johnson with it at the high block. Over to Erickson, back to Siebenecker inside. Johnson, she'll fire from the elbow. Good. Ellison Johnson with the 2. And Ellison Johnson with 8 points, averaging 7 coming in, 51-21 Atlantic. Hickman top of the circle, wings it left to Maddie McLaren. Back out top to Peyton McLaren.
Keep moving it.
Right to Hickman. Hickman drives inside, layup up, no good. A foul call on Red Oak.
Like seeing that. You got to get used to that. You got to do that more.
So Hickman will step to the line. She has 5 points, a 3-ball in the second quarter. Atlantic with 5 of 6 3-point shots. Hickman's free throw good. Boy, that one barely hit the net.
Yeah, it went shooting through there. Let's put it that way.
Hickman now with 6 points for Atlantic. And we mentioned Schrader has 5 threes. Hickman has 1 of them. Second free throw is money. Atlantic up 53-21. Tigers with the basketball here in this fourth quarter. 6:27 to go. Steal by Hickman.
Spread out. Spread out.
Take it all the way inside. Layup up and no good. Rebound. McLaren put back is good.
McLaren did a great job of basically screening off that person. She should have made it, but then she got the 2 points.
55-21 Atlantic. Maddie McLaren was 6. Trojans trying to get the steal at the other end. And they'll throw high post to Johnson. Yep. We got another foul called Atlantic on the floor. That's the first of the Trojans here in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
We have that running clock. Checking in will be Leighton Wales for Atlantic. Out goes Maddie McLaren. Maddie with a good ball game tonight. She had 6 points. Ellison Johnson will throw it in way out top. Jones over to Siebenecker. She'll wing it left baseline to Ellison Johnson. And she double dribbled.
Yep. You know, I like when you sit back and play defense, but yeah, Red Oak's a little challenged when it comes to dribbling. Make them do something with it. Go out there and really test your defensive skills by going out after them.
Trojan will inbounds from the near sideline. We'll check the Atlantic lineup. They've got Leighton Wales in there. Hickman is in. Tess O'Brien, Satoff. And now Dylan Ball is in, Roger Warren, I believe.
Yes, yes.
Let's check the Tigers lineup. They've got O'Neal in there. Miley Johnson, they'll play down low. Anna Torres, Erickson, and Natalie Johnson are in for the Tigers. 4:50 to go. Atlantic up 55-21. Wales near side to Dylan Ball. And she
I thought she got a little anxious with it.
Unofficially, I could have missed one or two here, but Atlantic with just 8 turnovers in here.
Yeah, they haven't had many actual turnovers.
Yeah. They had 5 in the first half. Johnson with it baseline off the fingertips of Torres. Atlantic will throw it in for the far side. Benning comes in for Atlantic, Ellie Benning. 5'6" sophomore. Wales will bring it across the half-court line for Atlantic. As we're going to get under 4 minutes to play here in this game.
Oh, get it to her.
O'Brien layup is good.
Good. Nice
great
pass
look,
inside.
wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a great look. Great catch, too. I mean, she caught the ball with one hand and then went and finished it.
57-21 and a steal by Dylan Ball. She'll take it all the way down inside. Ball tapped around Atlantic. And the Tigers with a jump here with 3:47 to go.
Tigers ball. Yeah. You always hear me when they get a breakaway like that. I'm just saying, go, 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 go. I just challenge them. Take it at them.
Jaden Franken comes in for the Trojans, the 5'11" sophomore. Atlantic has a nice group of young players.
Yes, they do.
You know, as well. With Jaden Franken, they've got Tess O'Brien down low. Ellie Benning. Dylan Ball, Leighton Wales at the top of the circle in the defense. Red Oaks basketball. Siebenecker fires a 3 for the Tigers, leaves it short.
She's actually got a pretty nice shot.
She does. Averaging 7 coming in. The ball is loose off the rebound. It comes Siebenecker. 3 minutes to play. Tigers possession. Siebenecker again, a long 3, missed it, and it's going to ricochet out of bounds.
Out to the Trojans. I'll tell you what, you get a bunch of young gals like this and they're coming up, and basketball is one of those things you got to have a basketball in your hand.
Oh, yeah.
And, I mean, it's not just basketball season. It's all the time.
Well, the Trojan handled the ball well. Benning high and right inside of Frank.
Good catch.
Jaden turns around, puts it up, and no good. Rebound comes off to Erickson. 2.5 to play. Atlantic up 57-21. Torres. Out top to Kayla Erickson. Kaylee with the ball. Skip pass off the fingertips of O'Neal. Turnover Tigers. Atlantic gets the ball back. Running clock in the second half. Yep. It's a quick one. And we've got 2:09 to play in the ball game.
Well, we got everybody off the bench.
Everybody in tonight. Leighton Wales. Jaden
nice
Franken.
Bounce pass.
Give it to go to O'Brien. Can't get it to finish. O'Brien almost with a steal. Atlantic does get the ball. Wales out top the ball. Ball with the runner off the glass. No good. Rebound is O'Brien. Trojans reset with a $1:48 to play.
Good hustle.
Benning with the screen. Wales on the dribble, top of the key. Near the half-court line. O'Brien takes the pass high and right for the Trojans. O'Brien waits for a cutter. Finds Jaden Franken top of the key. 5'11" sophomore. Back out to Wales at the top. Wales off the screen, dribbles in, lost the handle. Siebenecker with a steal for the Tigers. On the dribble to 1:19 to go. Over to Erickson. She'll toss up the 3. No. Rebound, Ellie Benning for Atlantic. 1:10 to play, and Trojans have the ball with a 57-21 lead on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Dylan Ball finds a seam, and she has it knocked out of her hands. No, they're going to say Dylan Ball hit it last.
Oh, Briley hasn't been in yet.
Here comes Briley Lamp in for Dylan Ball. Well, Zoe Kirchhoff, who's nursing an injury, is the only player, and she was not scheduled to play unless need be. 40 seconds to go. Tigers ball. Erickson to Siebenecker. Inside to Miley Johnson. Siebenecker at the top of the circle. Keely Erickson back to Siebenecker for three. No good short. And the rebound, Miley Johnson. Red Oak keeps possession. Siebenecker back out top to Erickson. She'll swing it right. O'Neal on the bounce. Into Siebenecker. Short J. No rebound. Tess O'Brien for Atlantic with 15 seconds to play. 57-21. Atlantic with the lead, and that'll be it. Trojans will dribble it out.
Dribble it out.
Trojans had dominated pretty much from that midway through the first quarter all the way to this point. And we played the second half with a running clock. 57-21. Atlantic with the win over the Red Oak Tigers tonight. Boys game will be coming up. We'll be back to wrap things up here. Our post-game show brought to you by Cass Health. Neighbors caring for neighbors.
First Windy Bank is the longest standing locally owned bank in Atlantic, and as such, we take pride in how we serve our community. For generations, we have been involved with our customers and their families by getting involved in community events and by supporting technology and teaching financial literacy in our schools. You'll also see our support of athletics on the scoreboards at home events. It's this involvement that allows us to know our customers and their families for generations. First Windy Bank, the only bank you'll ever need. Member FDIC.
95.7 and live streamed at westerniowatoday.com.
Welcome back to Atlantic. 57-21. The Trojans with a big win over Red Oak here tonight. Atlantic had the running clock in that second half pretty much, but Trojans led 18-5 after one quarter play, and they were sparked by Katrina Williams, who had 13 points in that first quarter, scored 13 of the 18, and then it was the McKenna Schrader show in the second quarter as she propelled Atlantic to a 38-7 lead. Also in that run is Brent Lamp had back-to-back two-point shots, and then Hickman had a three.
Yep. That
put Atlantic up 28-5, and they rolled with 38-7 halftime advantage. They opened up a 49-19 lead after three quarters. In fact, Red Oak did get things going in the third quarter, outscoring Atlantic 12-11. And then Red Oak was held to just 2 points in the fourth quarter. Atlantic entered their bench, and Atlantic ended up scoring 8 points in the fourth stanza to win 57-21. When you look at the scoring here for the Trojans, McKenna Schrader led Atlantic. She had 5 threes here in the ball game, 17 points for the senior. And Katrina Williams had 13 in the first half, as mentioned, 15 for the ball game for Atlantic. And Maddie McLaren, the freshman, ended up with 6 points for the Trojans. And Hickman, Caitlin Hickman had a pretty good game, Roger Warren.
Yeah.
She had 7. She had 1 3-ball, 2 for 2 for the line. Paige McLaren, no field goals, but was 2 for 4 from the free throw line. Tess O'Brien had 2 points. Bryn Lamp had 4 for Atlantic. And Jillian Satoff went 4 for 5 from the line, Atlantic, with 57. And Red Oak 21. We look at the Tigers scoring here in the ball game. It was tough going, mainly because Atlantic zone pressure defense really caused a lot of problems for the Tigers. And for Red Oak, we'll start off with Johnson, Millicent Johnson. She led the team. She's averaging 7 coming in, and she ended up with 9 for Red Oak in the ball game. Kaylee Erickson had 5, including a 3-point shot. Red Oak only made 2 threes. Emily Siebenecker had a 3 as well. Natalie Johnson finished with 3 points, and Ellie O'Neal had a pair. So it was 9 for Ellison Johnson, 5 for Kaylee Erickson, 3 each for Natalie Johnson and Emily Siebenecker, and Ellie O'Neal had a pair for the Tigers, 57-21. The final count here, Roger, what are your thoughts?
Well, I'll tell you what, I mean, the Trojans came out and pressured defense in the half court, got off that big lead. You can kind of relax then and just, kind of play basketball. Several players, in double figures, and that's, one of the big things is you got everybody in the ball game. Good court time for that, and that's how you build things for the the future and things like that. So Red Oak got 4 wins on the year. Didn't happen tonight, but I can see that, if you don't keep after it, they can start throwing those things down. And I think they had 1 or 2 threes tonight, and they're probably used to making more than that in a game.
Atlantic 57-21. They need to go back. Ellison Johnson 8 points, not 9, for the Tigers to lead the way again. It was 17 for Schrader for Atlantic, including 5 3-point shots. Katrina Williams had 15 for the Trojans, and Caitlin Hickman had 7, 4 each for Bryn Lamp and Jillian Satoff. Maddie McLaren 6 and 2 for Peyton McLaren and Tessa O'Brien. 57-21, Atlantic with the win here over the Red Oak Tigers. Our post-game show brought to you by Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
At Outfitters Plus Outlet Store in Atlantic, you'll find the latest apparel and promotional products in the newest colors and designs. Head to Outfitters and work with the design pros to make your customized tees, team apparel, and personalized swag for your business a reality. Whether it's fan apparel for your high school or youth sports team, your business, or you just want to make something your own, you'll have everyone saying, "Where did you get that?" Outfitters will also add your group store online to make ordering a breeze. Get personalized at Outfitters Plus Outlet Store in Atlantic.
Looking for the place to party in Atlantic? It's the Super.
On the floor right now, and we had a chance to catch up with Atlantic head coach Dalton Franken. Our coach's show brought to you by McAtee Tire. We're back with a visit with Coach Franken coming up.
At Oak Point Wealth Management, we're embracing new changes to better serve you. As an independent wealth manager, I'm excited to partner with LPL Financial, bringing you comprehensive tools and resources backed by personalized service and dynamic technology. My focus remains on helping you achieve your financial goals with integrity and care. Visit oakpointwealth.com or call me, Erin Friend, at 712-207-3521 to learn more.
Visit oakpointwealth.com. Call 712-207-3521 to learn more about.
Welcome back to our McAtee Tire Coaches Show with head coach Dalton Franken. Trojans and Red Oak matching up here tonight. I think head coach Dalton Franken talked about last week, a couple of games, Clarinda on Tuesday and then Harlan on a Friday night.
We were right in it at halftime, gave ourselves a chance going into the third quarter, and then Harlan just sat in his zone to start the third quarter, and we kind of froze up offensively, turned the ball over against the zone, and 5-point lead, went to 12, went to 17 there in about 2.5, 3 minutes. So it's a tough way to come out and start the third quarter, but we got to do a better job of settling in offensively and having quality possessions. It wasn't a trapping zone or anything like that, so they weren't speeding us up. We were speeding ourselves up, making things hard on ourselves, and we just got to do a better job of settling in offensively and adjusting to what the defense is in.
That's a McLaren 18 against Clarinda on Tuesday. We can picked up 21 points again. What's the difference in his game right now?
He's just competing as hard on the offensive end as he does on the defensive end for us right now. He's hunting his shot. He's score first mentality right now.
Good to see,
and it's great to see. And we need every single bit of it right now. So super proud of Hudson for the week he had on both ends of the floor. He's just competing his butt off, but especially the offensive end. He's hunting his shot, playing with confidence. He's been getting in the paint all season. He's just been having a hard time finishing when he gets in there, and he's finishing around the rim now, and he's really hunting his shot on the perimeter, and that's adding a dynamic to our offense that we really need right now, because we're stagnant offensively right now and struggling. So really happy with the way Hudson has stepped up for us.
11 points from Gavin last night. Leads the team in scoring at this point. He had 11 in double figures for your ball club. Also, Benny McLaren, your freshman, I had him down for 10. He had a couple of 3-point shots.
Yeah, Benny
He's not afraid to put it up.
No, he's not. Which is why he's earning more playing time. He's aggressive offensively, and Gavin had a rough week, foul trouble in both games. He's up until this week he hasn't really been in foul trouble at all, and he picks up a couple cheap charges, and those can go either way. But sometimes you give someone a 50-50 chance and they still screw up the call with the officiating. But it's kind of like my son putting on his shoes in the morning. He's got a 50-50 chance and he still can't seem to ever get it right. But yeah, just tough week for Gavin. But he's competitive. He's a competitive kid, man, and we're gonna keep playing through him. We have to play inside out. Him and Kale both. Inside out is where it's at for us. But with Benny, I was very happy with the way that he came off the bench and was aggressive against the zone. And that's why we turned to him, was come in and give us a spark offensively. And then I thought Sawyer Terrell was huge for us in the first half. He had 2 offensive rebounds for us in the first half, keeping possessions alive for us, giving us extra possessions offensively, which is huge. He hit a 3.
And the beat goes on here, Coach. What do you want to see here?
We just got to put together. We got to put together a complete game. So Tuesday night against Clarinda was our best defensive effort of the season, hands down. Yep. We made everything tough on them. Our rebounding was great. Our communication defensively was great. Our ball pressure was great. Our gap help was great. Our midline help was great. And then our offense let us down Tuesday. And then Friday against Harlan, we put up 60 points, but we give up 80, and we held their leading scorer to 6 points. So if you'd have told me we held the McDowell kid to 6 points, Hudson McLaren scores 21, and we lose by 20, I would have laughed in your face. But we got to have everybody take ownership of the defensive end. Hudson, we usually have 1 or 2 guys that are really competing and digging in defensively, and all it takes is just being late to a rotation. We're fronting the post. We're late to midline help on the lob to the post, and we give up an and one. Stuff like that is what's killing us right now. So we need to have a better defensive. We need to have a better defensive effort Tuesday against Red Oak because they're going to hammer the ball inside to their post, and he rebounds the heck out of the basketball. So it's going to take all 5 guys on the glass. If we can limit Montgomery's second chance opportunities on the offensive glass, I really like our chances. But and then our offense has got to be there for us too. Yeah. So we need to get up and pressure a little bit more. I would love to be able to press more. We don't have, our depth is not there right now. With Grant out, Sheldon and Hunter are out. Yeah. And will be for an extended period of time, unfortunately. But it's tough. You just got to play with the hand you're dealt, and we don't feel sorry for ourselves. We got to find a way. We got to find a way, and giving up 80 points is not the way. So we got to dig in defensively, and we need Hudson, Kale, Gav. We need everybody to be aggressive offensively, competing at both ends of the floor for 32 minutes. We're getting 16. I'd say Clarinda, we got 24 minutes. Harlan, we got 16 minutes. I'll give them 24 minutes. Third quarter sucked. Fourth quarter, we were better. Yeah. We just got to put together a complete game on both ends of the floor, and just minimizing those scoring droughts that we go in. We go in 3-4 minute scoring drought every single game, and that's when you go from down 5 to down 17 quick. So just gotta keep hammering away at it. Everybody, it's all hands on deck. Guys coming in, got to be aggressive. Benny is going to keep getting more minutes. James Brower is going to get minutes. We need Gage Gross to knock down some shots for us. He's shooting them. He's taking them. He's taking good shots. We just need him. He just needs to see the ball go through the basket. He needs to hit one again. It's been a while. So, it's a big week for us. Red Oak Tuesday, and then we go road trip to Clark on Thursday. Yeah. So we got to get 2 this week. There's no other way. But it starts with going 1-0 Tuesday.
Coach, thank you very much. And hey, best of luck week.
Thanks, Tom.
Atlantic head coach Dalton Franken joining us here on the pregame show, brought to you by McAtee Tire. We're back with the starters and the first Whitney Bank opening tip-off in a moment.
Good coaches know their players' strengths and weaknesses. They watch, evaluate, and come up with a game plan to make their team better. Like a good coach, when you bring your vehicle to McAdee Tire, they listen to your concerns and give clear explanations on how they can help. They come up with a game plan to get your vehicle performing at its best. From tires to oil changes, brakes, engine repair, and more, McAdee Tire can assist in all your vehicle needs and help you feel prepared for all the competitions ahead. McAdee Tire and Service, where their game-winning service is always a slam dunk.
Why is the oxygen tank empty again?
Empty? That's impossible. I just filled it.
You didn't leave the valve open, did ya? How many times do I gotta say it? Lefty-loosey, righty-tighty.
Amy Jo, this isn't rocket science, it's farm science.
Let me guess, acetylene's empty too. Yep, knew it. Funny how the tanks are empty, but someone around here is still full of hot air.
What'd you say?
I said Atlantic Ag and Auto, your locally owned CarQuest Auto Parts store, has welding supplies. Save the lecture, skip the arguing, and just call 712-254-7373.
Bet you...
At 2nd Street Auto, it's our mission to get you back on the road fast. And it all starts with free local towing. Once you're back at the shop, we talk you through your car repair with a free and fair estimate. We do everything in-house so you know who's working on your car. Our Hercules tires come with free road hazard repair, free rotation for the life of the tires, and a free alignment check. And nobody can beat our transmission rebuild and repair experts. Brakes, tune-ups, oil changes, preventative maintenance, and service work make 2nd Street your...
At the Seed Pros, we're more than just your local Pioneer seed dealer. We're a family operation helping you grow profitable success season after season.
My daddy sows chemical, soybeans, and corn.
That's right, Nora. From corn to soybeans to chemicals, we've got trusted Pioneer genetics and local knowledge to maximize profits.
And I get to ride in the tractor.
The Seed Pros, where the next generation is already in the field. Contact Mark Van Tiger, Gary Dinklin, Nick Knutson, or John Becker. We are with you from the word go.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.
Welcome back to Atlantic. A boys game coming up. Atlantic and the Red Oak Tigers. Atlantic 2-10 coming in the contest. Are 2-6 at home, 0-4 on the road, and 1-4 in conference play. Red Oak is 5-8, 3-3 at home, a 2-5 on the road, and 3-4 in the conference. And they're led in scoring by Reese Montgomery, averaging 19 points a game. Roger Warren.
Yeah, I looked at those statistics. They're impressive. 19 points a game and 14 rebounds a game.
Yeah, unbelievable.
You better find somebody to put a body on him the entire time.
He is one of the best. He's got some size to him, Roger Warren, at 6'5" and a junior. And so Gab McLaren, I'm sure, will draw him inside as well. And then when you look at other scores for the Tigers, again, that 19 points a game for Reese Montgomery that leads the team. When you look at some of the other scores, the supporting cast, A.J. Beeson averaging 8.8 a game. Carson Roeder at 12 points a contest. Yep. A.J. Beeson, we mentioned 8.8, almost 9 a game. So those two also can shoot from the outside. Roeder is shooting about 33% from the field and about 30% from behind the three-point line so far for the Tigers this season. Beeson shooting 34% and about 29.6% from behind the three-point line for the Tigers. Atlantic led in scoring by Gavin McLaren, averaging 13.5 a game, and Cale Jensen averaging 11.58 points a contest for the Trojans. Other scores for Atlantic, Hudson McLaren 7.42. I tell you, Roger Warren, Hudson's averages really come up with
I'll tell you what, the last 2 games I watched him, he's putting up some points, shooting with confidence, playing with confidence, which helps out tremendously.
Yeah,
so it's just...
scored 18 against Clarinda, 21 against Tarta last Friday night.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the, I'm sitting there looking at the Trojans, and, with Petty out, you don't have anybody that's going to match up size with Montgomery. But I hate to say it, but your next best option is, I think, Benny McLaren is probably as quick. Yeah, Big Brother's bigger, but Benny's pretty quick, and he's got some size on him, and he might be able to guard him as best as anybody.
And I think that we're going to see Benny McLaren probably get more minutes is what Coach Franken was talking about. And also James Brower, the freshman, 6'1 freshman, he's capable as well for Atlantic. The Trojans warming up, the Tigers warming up, the starting lineups coming up. And we're back right after this.
Looking for the place to party in Atlantic? It's the Super Bowl, your party headquarters for birthdays, family outings, date nights, and more. Feeling competitive? Challenge your crew to a few games and see who's king of the lanes. Don't miss Glow Bowling every Friday and Saturday night. Lights, music, and nonstop fun. Ready to roll? Call Dan at 243-4656 to book your lanes today. The Super Bowl in Atlantic, where good times roll.
Welcome back to Atlantic. We're getting set for the starting lineups. We'll have the first Whitney Bank opening tip-off coming up here in a moment. So we take a look at the lineup for the Tigers, and they'll start Carson Roeder, a 5'10 junior. Mason Fisher, a 5'11 senior. A.J. Beeson, a 6-foot sophomore. Dylan Rydberg, a 6'5 junior. And Reese Montgomery, a 6'5 junior, will be the starters for the Red Oak Tigers. And for Atlantic, Gage Gross gets a start. Again, the Trojans are a little short-handed, as Coach Franken talked about, with Molia out and Hunter Nelson out and Grant Petty out as well.
Yeah, you got a couple of 6'4 kids out there that, that takes your size out of the equation.
No doubt. Gage Gross, a 5'10 junior, will start. Hudson McLaren gets a start. Sawyer Terrell, a 6-foot junior, will start for Atlantic as well. As Cale Jensen, a 6'4 senior. And Gavin McLaren, a 6'1 senior, starting for the Trojans here tonight. Head coach for Atlantic, Dalton Franken, assisted by Jeremy Blake, Zach Christensen, and J.C. Hoig. And the head coach for the Tigers, Jesse Taylor, assisted by Dion Coffey and Brian Menson. The coaching staff for the Red Oak Tigers, as we're getting close to that first Whitney Bank opening tip-off here tonight here in Atlantic. Again, the Tigers 5-8, the Atlantic 2-10 coming into this one. Trojans had this one tonight, and then they travel to Clark for a girl-boy doubleheader on Thursday. We're going to have high school wrestling on Thursday night. The Atlantic Trojans will take on Glenwood and Clarinda, that double duel at Clarinda. It'll be live video streamed on WesternIowaToday.com, powered by Nishnanet and YouTube. And that Glenwood Atlantic match, Roger Warren, will probably decide the Hawkeye 10 Conference a dual champion.
Well, I think by some of the matches that have been had, Atlantic's probably got a little upper hand on that one, and some of the tournaments, scoring and things like that. But a couple of matches here or there kind of puts pressure on that. That's
going to be a fun one. We'll be on the air about 5:20 with Coach Duff. We'll have the Elvis Haas coaches show at about 5:15, 5:20 on Thursday night, and we'll look forward to that one. Atlantic and Clarinda, Atlantic and Glenwood. Carson Roeder, 5'10 junior, being introduced. Mason Fisher, 5'11 senior. A.J. Beese, a 6-foot sophomore. Dylan Rydberg, a 6'5 junior. And Reese Montgomery, a 6'5 junior, being introduced for Atlantic. Gage Gross, a 5'10 junior. Hudson McLaren, a 6'1 senior. Sawyer Terrell, 6-foot junior. Cale Jensen, 6'4 senior. And Gavin McLaren, a 6'1 senior, starting for Atlantic. The first Whitney Bank opening tip-off is coming up here in a moment.
First Whitney Bank is the longest standing locally owned bank in Atlantic, and as such, we take pride in how we serve our community. For generations, we have been involved with our customers and their families by getting involved in community events and by supporting technology and teaching financial literacy in our schools. You'll also see our support of athletics on the scoreboards at home events. It's this involvement that allows us to know our customers and their families for generations. First Whitney Bank, the only bank you'll ever need. Member FDIC.
95.7 and live streamed at westerniowatoday.com.
Welcome back to Atlantic. Here we go. Trojans and the Tigers in Hawkeye 10 Conference of basketball action here. Atlantic will move right to left and Red Oak left to right here in the first half. Tigers into the contest averaging 46 points a game. The Atlantic averaging 51 points a contest. 48 points in conference games, and Red Oak 41 points in conference games coming into this one. Trojans on the year shooting about 29% from behind the arc, 35.9% from the field. And for the Tigers, they enter the contest shooting about 27.8% from behind the three-point line and 34.7% from the field. Jump ball is coming up. It'll be Reese Montgomery for Red Oak, wearing number 22 on the headband, and Cale Jensen controlled by Montgomery, but the hit is to Hudson McLaren, and he traveled with it.
He had it. Yeah, now that one you got to let go.
Yeah, the tip was controlled by Reese Montgomery, but McLaren caught it, but then traveled.
Yep. Well, when he went up for it, he got it tipped a little bit, and then that's why he traveled.
Roder with the ball for Red Oak Tigers. Inside Montgomery, guarded by Cale Jensen. Montgomery loops it near side, pass goes to Benson for three, and he knocked it down. A.J. Beeson puts the Tigers up 3-0 right out of the gate from a baseline three, and McLaren at the other end.
Good controlled layup. They know he's going to come at him and just try to get up and block the shot.
3-2 ball game. Gavin with a layup at the other end. Montgomery goes to work, back out top to Dylan Rydberg, and they'll take it out to Roder, top of the circle. Roder, left wing to Beeson. Beeson on the baseline drive, lays it up, no good, and the tip up is good by Rydberg.
Too many, looked like a lot of bodies went after the basketball, and it ended up bouncing over to the other side for a cheap one.
5-2 Tigers on top. Beeson with three, and Dylan Rydberg, the 6'5 junior, with the putback off the window and in. And it's 5-2. Atlantic got a pair from Gavin McLaren. And now Hudson will bring the ball across the timeline. 7 minutes to play, first quarter. Hudson. Pass near side of Gage Gross. High post Gavin. Wide open Jensen, but right through his fingertips, out of bounds.
I can't say throw it softer because you want to get it there. You just got to catch it.
2 turnovers, Atlantic. You're early. And Roder will bring it across the timeline for Red Oak. Fires near side to Rydberg. A Montgomery short J baseline. And McLaren snags the board for Atlantic. Gavin, that is, out to Hudson, right wing. He'll take it to the rim. Layup, no. Foul on the floor by Red Oak.
Yep.
So Atlantic will inbounds for the baseline, right side of the basket. McLaren's right side, our left side.
Yep.
Hudson will throw it in.
Got a substitute. They're going to blow him in.
And here comes Ethan Fouts. Early substitution for Dylan Rydberg. Fouts, a 6'2 senior, will check in. The inbounds baseline. Gross for three. No good. Rebound.
Oh,
Jensen.
what a rebound.
Putback is good.
Good job.
Cale Jensen got the board of the bucket. 5-4 Tigers. Lead is cut to 1. They'll kick it out top to Montgomery, the 6'5 post player. Give it a go, and he threw it away to Roder. Lanny gets the ball on the turnover. They'll bring it back the other way.
Nice. You know what I mentioned earlier about covering Montgomery? I forgot about Cale. You know, that's going to be a good matchup.
Well, so far he's held Montgomery to nothing. Montgomery's had been kicking it outside. Trojans ball front court, can take the lead here in this possession. Baseline, Jensen. Back out top to Gross. Gross holds the ball, double team. Steps through, 50-foot roller, no. Rebound, saved by Sawyer Terrell and Gavin McLaren. Out top to Hudson for three.
Inside out.
No good. Rebound Jensen. His put back off the glass, no.
Oh, he about got it again.
Tigers get the board. Roder pulls it down. 5:45 to go in the first. Roder front court possession, leaves it off. Near side to Beeson.
Oh,
almost turned it over. Back out to top to Ethan Fouts now in the game. To Reese Montgomery, high and right on the dribble inside. Cut off nicely by Jensen. Baseline to Beeson for three. Missed a shot. And the rebound Atlantic. Out to Gross. Gross on the drive. Baseline. Sawyer Terrell. Gavin McLaren. Skip pass. Cale Jensen. He'll take it to the rim. Layup short. Montgomery rebound.
Needed about one more step.
Tigers ball. Top of the circle. Beeson. Montgomery at the elbow. Baseline to Fouts. Give it a go to Roder inside the low block. Out to Montgomery. He'll toss a three. No. And the rebound, Sawyer Terrell for Atlantic. Ball poked away by Roder. Layup up and no good. Rebound Terrell. McLaren, baseball ahead to Gross. Baseline, Gavin McLaren. He'll toss the three. Good.
Yeah, his foot was on the line, but
Atlantic up 7-5. Trojans on a 5-0 run. 4.5 to go first quarter. Tigers front court possession. They'll go baseline to Fouts out top Montgomery. Near side to Beeson. Goes baseline. Tigers the front. Back out to Montgomery against Jensen. He'll kick it out to Roeder. Baseline. Pass and stolen away by Gross. Gage Gross for Atlantic on the move. Down the paint. Runner off the glass. No good. Rebound tipped out of bounds by the Tigers.
I think that was the right idea. I took it at him. They covered the guy. They covered the passing lanes. Just take it right at the bucket.
So Atlantic will inbounds on the baseline. Left side of the basket, 4:07 to play. Baseline to Gross. Gross drives. Short runner, short. Rebound Montgomery. Now for the Tigers, and the Red Oak will bring the ball to the front court. Up, down 6-5 on the Save Pro scoreboard. Evidently,
good pick.
They gave McLaren just a 2 on that.
Yeah.
Thank you, yeah.
Just a 2. Hey, when he stepped forward to shoot the thing, he shuffled his foot across the line.
6-5 Atlantic with a 1-point lead. And the basketball. And checking in now is Weston Kaus. And he'll replace A.J. Beeson. Trojans basketball. Hudson McLaren will walk it across the half-court line with under 4 to go. In this first quarter, Atlantic by 1 on the Save Pro scoreboard. Gab McLaren high post over to Terrell high and right. Into Jensen.
You got the smaller guy.
And the ball knocked away. Turnover Trojans, their third here in this first quarter. And the Tigers working ahead.
Yeah, that time they had a mismatch down inside and couldn't capitalize on it.
They'll kick it out to Montgomery, top of the circle. Tigers possession. Driving Montgomery in the block. Hook shot, no. A little baby hook and rebound Hudson McLaren. Ahead to Jensen. Hudson inside Gavin. Layup good. No, it wasn't.
No, he rolled out. That was a
bad.
good-looking pass and a good-looking shot. Just
Fouts drives baseline. His runner is no good. A foul on McLaren. Gavin McLaren with his first foul.
Yeah, Gavin's got to stay away from that one. Just the guy's going to take it to the hole. See if he can get the rebound.
So Ethan, go ahead.
Well, that's sometimes what I say is, the guy's still got to put the shot in the hole. And, you get him to go a little out of control. He's probably he got a good chance of missing the shot. You get the rebound and you still don't have a foul. Now your better players will come in under control and make it happen, but
So Fouts missed his first of 2. His second free throw is in the air and no good off the back iron. Rebound Benton McLaren for Atlantic. The freshman threw away.
He got a little. His right idea got down there, but
4 turnovers Atlantic in the first quarter. 2:57 to go. Montgomery. Pass goes near side to Fisher. Montgomery low block against Cale Jensen. He'll turn and kick it out top. Pump fake by Beeson. 15-foot jumper good by Beeson.
I'll tell you, Montgomery does a great job of pivoting with that ball. That just, you got to practice that.
Boy, he really includes a lot of his teammates.
Yes, he does.
Atlantic with the ball in the front. McLaren out top to Gab McLaren for 3. Missed the shot. Rebound Montgomery. Kick out to Beeson. Tigers with a 7-6 lead. Have the ball with 2:22 to go in the first quarter. Weston Kaus into Montgomery. Guarded by Jensen. Jensen trying to hold his ground. Montgomery hook shot is good and a foul called. Nope. Are they going to count it or not? The ball went in.
He's going to tell him that it went in. He wasn't looking at the ball.
The ball went in. 1 shot. So they're going to give him the basket. Montgomery's first bucket. He's averaging 19, and he gets the and 1, Roger Moore.
Yeah, no, it was a good-looking shot. One of the things I'd say from the officiating standpoint, once you got the information from the other official, the first thing you do is count that bucket. Then there's no question.
Montgomery's free throw good. He has 3. And the Tigers up 10-6 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Atlantic with the ball in the front court with Hudson McLaren. We're down to 2 minutes to play. Pass to Jensen at the block. Jensen driving in, spinning, kick out Hudson. McLaren for 3, no short. Rebound out to Benton McLaren. He'll toss a 3. God! 10-9. Atlantic cuts the lead onto the Seed Pro scoreboard. He'll kick the ball out top. And a steal by Benny McLaren. Coast to coast. The freshman lays it up and in.
Good job.
Atlantic up 11-10 to McLaren's 3 ball and then the 2. Trojans back on D. Top of the circle to Rydberg. Left side of Montgomery for 3, and he spliced it down.
Yep.
Now the Tigers back up 13-11. Atlantic.
Benny hits another one.
Another 3 by Benny McLaren. Atlantic up 14-13. Tigers with Rydberg out to Montgomery. 1 minute to go, first quarter. Carson Roeder on the drive. Kicks left for Rydberg, and he knocks down a 3.
We're just trading buckets.
16-14. Rydberg with his
got a little X's on that one.
Just missed at the other end.
That's all right.
43 seconds to go, first quarter. McLaren guarding Roeder. They'll go baseline to Weston Kaus. Free ball is no good. Kaus gets the ball back. Tigers have it, 30 seconds to go, and a timeout called by Coach Taylor. Now the Red Oak Tigers with 29 seconds to go, first quarter. A 30-second timeout. We're back in a half a minute.
Hi everyone, this is Tanner from the Atlantic Hy-Vee. Have you signed up or upgraded to our Perks program yet? It's free and gives you instant savings. If you're not signed up, no worries. We can sign you up in-store. Super easy and instant savings. You will still have the fuel saver savings on gas. We're the only store in town committed to giving you the cheapest gas. So when you choose the Atlantic Hy-Vee, you're not just shopping, you're experiencing service, quality, savings, and purpose. And as always, thank you for choosing Atlantic Hy-Vee.
Welcome back to Atlantic as we've got some offense here this first quarter.
Well, yeah, especially in the last, 2.5 minutes?
Yeah, exactly. Tigers up 16-14 the Save Pro scoreboard. Atlantic, Benton McLaren came in, the freshman, and sparked the Trojan on offense. He has 8 points, 2 threes. Here come the Tigers, 28, 27, 26 to go in the first quarter. They'll send the ball to baseline to Roeder for 3. No good. Cale Jensen rebound for Atlantic. Out to Hudson McLaren. Baseline Benny McLaren. Inside to Gavin McLaren. Now back to Benny. The left side of Brower, the freshman, loops it out top to Jensen. Jensen driving, runs it in. No good. Rebound Montgomery with 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Here's a bomb by Roeder at the buzzer. No good. And we're through 1. Red Oak
we're going back and forth.
Red Oak 16, Atlantic 14. Back in a minute on KS95 and our live video stream, WesternIowaToday.com, powered by NishNet.
Have you ever heard the saying, people spend their life building wealth and neglecting their health, only to wish they could trade their wealth for better health at the end? This is Dr. Fritz Beyer, and it has now been over 30 years since my first chiropractic adjustment. I still get asked, do you get adjusted? Absolutely. I try to get adjusted at least once a month. I'm 47 now and still try to stay as active as ever. While I do get a few more aches and pains than when I was younger, it feels great to be able to step on the mat and help kids learning to wrestle. Chiropractic has helped me feel young enough to do it. If staying active is part of your future plans, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics.
At the Seed Pros, we're more than just your local Pioneer seed dealer. We're a family operation helping you grow profitable success season after season.
My daddy sold chemical, soybeans, and corn.
That's right, Nora. From corn to soybeans to chemicals, we've got trusted Pioneer genetics and local knowledge to maximize profits.
And I get to ride in the tractor.
The Seed Pros, where the next generation is already in the field. Contact Mark Van Tiger, Gary Dinklin, Nick Knutson, or John Becker. We are with you from the word go.
And welcome back to Atlantic. 16-14, the Tigers with the lead. We did talk about that double duel coming up on Thursday. We'll have on our live stream at WesternIowaToday.com, TV, and YouTube, and also here on the radio. The girls also will be competing in the same meet. We'll see the Atlantic girls and the Clinton girls and Glenwood. They'll be competing as well at that double duel on Thursday night. 16-14 here.
They got the tournament coming up this weekend.
Yeah, the tournament this weekend. John Jay in Corning for the boys. The girls have their own. Tigers front court. And work the ball out top to Montgomery. Baseline Roeder. Down inside to Rydberg. Baseline shot by Mason Fisher. No. Gross with a nice rebound for Atlantic. Gross pass. Baseline. Sawyer Terrell for 3. Yes! Got it. Terrell knocks it down. Atlantic Atlantic up 17-16. On the Seed Pros scoreboard, Tigers with the ball. Beeson, baseline to Roeder, wide open three, and he splashed it in. Roeder with his first bucket of the game. He has three, back up 19-17 Tigers. Atlantic in the front court, out top to Hudson McLaren. High post Gavin, and he almost threw it away. The ball is rolling up. Now the Trojans turn it over. They have 5 turnovers. Red Oak with the ball. Montgomery on the drive. Pull up Jay for the baseline. No good. Rebound Terrell. And a foul called on A.J. Beeson of Red Oak. Under 6-7 to go here in this first half. 19-17 Tigers. Red Oak with 4 threes here in the ball game. They spread it out. Roeder with a triple. A.J. Beeson with a triple. Dylan Rydberg with 3. And Reese Montgomery with a 3. Atlantic with 3 threes. 2 of them from freshman Benny McLaren. The other from Sawyer Terrell. Hudson McLaren with the ball across the timeline for Atlantic to Terrell high and right. Terrell high block to Gavin McLaren. The back baseline. Gross. Baseline drive. Attacks. Layup. Good.
Good job. Going to take that baby to the baseline.
Tied at 19 on Gross's baseline drive. Tigers to the front. They'll go to baseline pass to Rydberg. Out top to Roeder. Rydberg left baseline. 3. No good. Terrell with a nice block out and rebound. It cleared out to Hudson McLaren. He'll bring it across. Hudson on the baseline. Baseline to Gavin McLaren. Deep right corner. He'll drive inside. Muscles one up and in.
He did muscle one up and in. He was very under control and didn't run anybody over on that one.
21-19 Atlantic by a pair on the Seed Pros scoreboard. 6 minutes to play first half. Tigers front court possession. Roeder inside, a steal by Cale Jensen for Atlantic, out to Hudson McLaren.
He got numbers.
Gavin, baseline drive. He'll put it up, and we've got a player control foul on Gavin McLaren.
Yeah, it's the way he goes about it. And if they know he's coming, it doesn't take much. He's such a big kid, he's going to bounce people off of him.
Timeout called with 5:51 to go in the second quarter. 21 Atlantic, 19 Red Oak. We're back in 30 seconds.
Hi everyone, this is Tanner from the Atlantic Hy-Vee. Have you signed up or upgraded to our Perks program yet? It's free and gives you instant savings. If you're not signed up, no worries. We can sign you up in-store. Super easy and instant savings. You will still have the Fuel Saver savings on gas. We're the only store in town committed to giving you the cheapest gas. So when you choose Atlantic Hy-Vee, you're not just shopping, you're experiencing service, quality, savings, and purpose. And as always, thank you for choosing Atlantic Hy-Vee.
Trust me, Gavin was playing under control, but he was just going to keep coming.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That's all right. Now he's got to play smart with 2 fouls.
Red Oak with the ball after the timeout. 5:48 to go first half. In the ball game now for the Tigers, we've got a new player here. We'll pick him up here in a moment. Roeder high and left. He'll bounce past baseline to Montgomery. Out top to Roeder. He'll launch a deep 3. Missed everything. Out of bounds Atlantic. So the Trojans, Caleb Siebenacker is in the lineup here for the Tigers. 5:25 to go in the half. Atlantic up by 2, 21-19. Pass right baseline, Terrell into Gavin McLaren. Montgomery got the steal for a moment.
Saved.
So Terrell gets it back. Out to Gross. He'll fire up a 3. No good. Montgomery rebound.
Good looking shot. The right shot to take.
Roeder to the front court to Montgomery. He'll drive inside. Shot over Jensen is good.
I mean, to me, that's good offense and good defense. Not much you can do on a good shot like that.
8 for Montgomery. He's averaging 19, 21-21 Atlantic in the front court. Under 5 to go in the first half. Rose high and right. Out top to Hudson. Baseline, Cale Jensen for 3. Too strong. Terrell rebound for Atlantic.
Yep.
And we've got a jump ball.
Good job.
I think he's going to call a foul.
Yeah, no, when Terrell brought it down, the kid grabbed his arm.
So Red Oak with the foul. Mason Fisher will check back in along with Rydberg for Red Oak. Montgomery gets a break and Beeson a break. Atlantic now with Bent McLaren back in, Roger.
Yep.
Corbin Ritter will check in for Gavin McLaren. The throw in by Hudson McLaren, right side of the Trojan basket. 4:40 to play in the half. To Terrell, baseline three, no good. Hudson McLaren rebound. Out top to Ben McLaren for three, no good. Another rebound by Jensen. He's going to clear it into Ritter. His putback is good.
Nice job.
How about Corbin Ritter off the bench?
Well, good assist by Cale.
Ritter with the
fouled
bucket.
him and used the board to get it in there.
23-21 Atlantic with the lead. 4:18 to go in the first half of the Seed Pros scoreboard. Out top on the dribble is Fouts back in. Fouts handles it right baseline now. Kick out top to Rydberg. Roeder over to Siebenecker. Siebenecker on the left wing. Out top to Rydberg, the 6'5 junior with 5 points. Fouts, top of the circle. 6 on the shot clock. The Tigers got to get a shot away. Rydberg at the top at 2 on the shot clock, and he dropped down at 3. Whoa, that was big.
When you don't have to question whether you got to shoot it or not, sometimes that's when they go in.
24-23 Atlantic in the front, down by a point. 3:40 to go in the half. Hudson McLaren driving. Runner in.
Good looking shot.
Runner for Hudson McLaren, his first 2 of the game. Trojans up 25-24 the Seed Pros scoreboard. Mason Fisher on the dribble, back out top to Roeder. Tigers in the front, Siebenecker, top of the circle over to Rydberg. Baseline to Fisher. Back out top to Fouts. Fouts bounce pass to Roeder, high and left. Tigers looking for a shot. 14 the shot clock. They'll kick it at baseline. Fisher. Fouts, Fisher at the top. Roeder swings it left, 5 on the shot clock. Siebenecker, 3, 2 on the shot clock, and the Tigers turn it over. Nice job of the Trojan defense. So Atlantic will have the ball with 3 minutes to go here in the second quarter. And a 25-24 lead.
One called it Tigers ball, the other called it.
Well, they're going to give. They're going to give
with 1 second left on the clock. Yeah.
All right. 1 second on the shot clock. 3 minutes on the game clock.
We don't get to review that, so.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what. I mean, this is catch and shoot.
And to Siebenecker, and Terrell knocks it away.
Yep. That's a shot clock violation.
Atlantic will have the ball.
We don't have the benefit of tenths of a second on the shot clock.
No. Trojans will bring it to the front with 2:55 to go in the second quarter. Hudson McLaren, top of the circle. Guarded by Siebenecker. 25-24 Atlantic. Terrell, left side. McLaren, Benny for 3. Good!
Got it. That time he got squared up on the catch and shoot.
28-24 Atlantic with the lead. McLaren with 3 threes. That's a freshman McLaren. Reese Montgomery dumps it right baseline. Siebenecker to Fisher. Back to Siebenecker. He's got to clear it out to Montgomery, top of the circle. Give it a go. Roeder down inside. Runner, no. Rebound Ritter for Atlantic. Lost the handle. Montgomery steal. We got a foul.
That foul was probably a good foul because otherwise he was taking it to the rack.
Atlantic up by 4. That is their widest margin. It's been a back and forth game. A lot of ebbs and flows in this first half.
There's not a lot of fouls. We didn't have much in the first period and not a lot now.
You know, the turnovers about unofficially 5 Atlantic. Close to that for Red Oak.
Yeah,
Tigers inbounds out to Roeder, top of the circle. 2:12 to go in the half. Atlantic up 28-24. Now inside to meet Montgomery. Montgomery pivots. Lobs it inside, and Beeson can't handle it. Atlantic will get it ahead to Jensen. Layup up, and it is good. And a foul call to the Tigers. The and one for Jensen.
You got the and one. You got the assist by Benny. Got him the ball.
Atlantic up 30-24 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Cale Jensen with the and one. He has 4 points. Fouts will check back in for Rydberg, who has 2 fouls in the first half. 1:57 on the clock. Jensen will shoot the and one. They try to put Atlantic up by 7. Free throw is no good. Montgomery clears the board for the Tigers. 1:50 to go in the first half. They'll go baseline. Fouts. Left side, Beeson. And the Tigers throw it away. Over and back, Red Oak Atlantic gets the ball in the turnover.
Yeah, because I did, usually an official, if you see the tip, that's the first thing you do is give the slap of your hands, and then the other guy knows what to call when it goes back there.
Atlantic with the ball. Hudson McLaren across the timeline. Left wing to Sawyer Terrell. Baseline to Hudson McLaren. Down into Gavin. He'll muscle up and in.
Good. Hey, that was a great pass and a great slide to the hoop.
Atlantic 32-24, an 8-point lead. Gavin with 8. Tigers the front. Roeder from the top and a 3. Good. Roeder with a pair of triples here in this second quarter. Atlantic in the front court, 32-27 Trojans. 1:14 to go in the half. Jensen out top to Gavin McLaren. Skip past baseline to Benny McLaren and a steal.
Probably should have held on to it.
Roeder layup, good.
It's all right.
32-29, a 5-0 run for the Tigers. And Roeder with the bucket. Roeder with 8 points also here in this first half of play. And a timeout called with 1:02 to go in the first half. A 30-second timeout. We're back at 30 on KS 95.7 FM.
At 2nd Street Auto, it's our mission to get you back on the road fast. And it all starts with free local towing. Once you're back at the shop, we talk you through your car repair with a free and fair estimate. We do everything in-house so you know who's working on your car. Our Hercules tires come with free road hazard repair, free rotation for the life of the tires, and a free alignment check. And nobody can beat our transmission rebuild and repair experts. Brakes, tune-ups, oil changes, preventative maintenance, and service work make 2nd Street your first stop.
Area, your tow is free. 2nd Street Auto in Atlantic, getting you back on the road and keeping you there. Welcome back to Atlantic. 1:02 to go here in this first half. Atlantic up 32-29 to the Seed Pros scoreboard. Trojans with the basketball in the front court. High and right, Hudson McLaren. We've got a whistle, a foul.
No, it's a kickball.
Kickball. Hudson McLaren will throw it in for the baseline. Trojans led by the freshman, Ben McLaren. He'll take the pass. Baseline, three-point shot, no good.
But you got to take that one.
Rebound Jensen for Atlantic, and Roeder with a steal. He'll take it to the rim, lays it up, and no good. And a foul called on Hudson McLaren. So Roeder the free throw line.
Well, Hudson tried to not let him get the shot off.
Red Oak is 0 for 2 from the line. Atlantic 0 for 1. They have not shot many free throws, Roger Moore.
No, as I said, we haven't had many fouls, especially shooting fouls.
First of 2, good. 32-30. Atlantic's lead cut to 2. Roeder's second free throw coming up. He was 13 of 24 coming in. He's now 14 of 25, shooting 54%. And Roeder with 9 points here in this first half. Second free throw was in and out, no good. Rebound to McLaren. Gavin McLaren out to Hudson. 3 McLarens on the floor.
Yeah.
2 are seniors, 1's a freshman. And the freshman has 11 points. Hudson McLaren near the circle. Half a minute to go in the first half. Atlantic up by 2, 32-30. Roeder guarding Hudson McLaren. 24 seconds to go, and now we've got a foul called on Roeder. That's 4 on Red Oak here in this stanza. They actually put that foul over in Atlantic, I believe. No, they put it on Red Oak. We're good.
Yep. Got to 4.
Hudson McLaren with the ball across the timeline. 18-17 to go in the half. Hudson back out top to Terrell. Over to Benny McLaren driving at 13. Puts it up at 12. Good.
Nice control. Made the contact.
Atlantic up 34-30. Tigers have it with 2 seconds to go. A bomb from the top by Fouts, no good. And the Trojans head to the locker room with a 4-point lead. 34-30 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. We're going to talk to Atlantic head girls basketball coach Dan Vargason coming up next. Our halftime brought to you by Olson's BP, your home for the great Godfather's Pizza.
You wouldn't put just anything in your engine. At Olson's BP, we provide BP superior fuels to keep your car running at its best. But what about the driver? Olson's BP is your keep-you-going store, and we've got the high-quality fuel you need at Godfather's Pizza Express. This January, we're helping you go further for less. Buy any large pizza and get half off any side. Pair that with thick crust pizza with wings or cheese sticks and save big. Stop by Olson's BP for superior fuels and Godfather's Pizza, a pizza.
And welcome back to our halftime brought to you by Olson's BP, your home for the great Godfather's Pizza. And we're joined by Atlantic head girls basketball coach Dan Vargason. Dominating win for your ball club tonight, Coach. Describe the game.
Yeah, well, we knew they could hit some threes, so our game plan was don't let them even get to the three-point line to shoot it. So our pressure did a really good job. I think at halftime they had 7 points. We gave up 5 in the first quarter, and then gave up 2 in the second. And we did a really nice job of creating the turnovers and then turning them into points, which is what we wanted to do. Our shooting percentage wasn't quite where we wanted it to be, so we just made sure that we just, again, we got points on transition and turned the turnovers into simple baskets and got the ball inside. That was the big thing. We knew we had the height advantage. Early on, we were trying to force it, and we just wanted to let the game come to us and get the ball inside of Katrina and Bryn and get the high-low game going, and we did.
Coach, 57-21 the win. You had the running clock in the second half. You had some first quarter scoring by Katrina Williams with 13 points. She scored 13 of the 18. A good start there.
Yeah, we identified that as what we wanted to do. If they were going to sit in a 2-3 zone and stretch out, we'd get the ball inside. And then in the second quarter, they tried to do a little bit of a collapsing game. So then we kicked it out to McKenna, and she hit threes. And then, after that, we didn't really have to run a whole lot of offense because we were making shots. So then our press was able to get the steals. And then the second half, it was a little bit different game. We subbed players out. We're not in the business of, beating teams worse than that. So we just wanted to make sure we got some younger players in and do things. But, get the ball inside of Katrina, get the outside looks, and then get the transition points.
Well, we got to talk about McKenna Schrader as well in that second quarter. She had 3 threes to propel the team to 20 points.
Yeah, and we wanted to get her going. She's had some games where she gets going from 3 and some other games where she struggled, so it was important to get her going again. We had some other players also who were moving the ball well and finding her, and then we were able to get to the rim and drive a little bit, and that's something you got to do against a 2-3 zone is get them to shift and then get the ball to the shooters, and we did a good job of that. We didn't execute really well in our sets. I wasn't really happy the way we were, we're calling some sets out, and we didn't run them very well, and we got some young players and they're still trying to learn those things, so we got to clean that up a little bit. But we hit the shots when we needed to and really broke the game open.
Well, your defense was outstanding in the ball game, and really you kept the turnovers down. I had unofficially maybe close to single-digit turnover.
Yeah, and my assistant had about 10. That includes at the end of the game get some other younger players in when you tend to have some more sloppy play. But we cleared the bench tonight and got everybody in but Zoe again. So when we can get everybody in, get some younger players minutes and reps, getting them ready for next season, and then getting rest. We turn around and play Thursday at Clark. We got a little bit of a bus ride, so that was kind of our goal tonight was to get a big lead. Get some players out, get some players in, and be ready to go.
Well, you've got some nice young players that come in, and looks like some promise down the road as well.
Yeah, we're really excited about Tessa O'Brien on the inside. She's doing some really nice things. She got a broken finger, and she's out here still doing all this stuff. So, when you don't get to use part of your hand and you're still being able to do those things, she's got some really nice footwork. She's got a high motor. She's one of those kids that just plays 100 miles an hour, a lot of heart. So really love watching her play. She's somebody I'm excited about. Leighton Wales at the guard spot. She's doing some really nice things. There's just, I could go down the list, but those two, they've been doing some really big things here down the stretch. But we're really excited about the kids we have coming up, and not just freshmen, but we got a bench full of kids that work hard every day. And Dylan Ball, she's got to defend kids every single. We've had her playing post, we've had her playing guard. She's playing every position on the court, and just looking to see her to do big things offensively, but defensively, she's done a lot of really good things. And the other side is tonight we didn't get to have a JV game, so we want to get those kids on the court. Red Oak's numbers are down, and that's the other reason why we want to get other kids in. There's no point in not getting those kids in, letting them get some of their. They don't have a lot of numbers, but getting some other kids some minutes tonight. It's big for kids, and it's how you get kids back up and get numbers back out.
Well, you win Friday, you win again tonight. Best of luck on Thursday at Clark.
Sounds good. Thank you.
You bet. Atlantic head coach Dan Vargas and Trojans with a win over Harlan Friday night, and they win this one 57-21 over the Red Oak Tigers, Coach.
And I got one more thing. It's not always the guys I talk about, but tonight Tim Bloom officiating in his last game. He's retiring, so we've had him a couple times, and he's a guy I bump into when he's not out of fishing. He's a great guy, but this was his last game.
Okay.
So big congratulations to him. And I'm always hard on officials, so I got to give shout outs when these guys are out here doing it, and he's been doing it for a long time, longer than I've been around basketball. So huge congratulations to Tim, and thank you to him for doing this as long as he has.
Very good. Well said, Coach. Thank you very much. Atlantic head coach Dan Vargas and the girls with a big win, 57-21 over the Red Oak Tigers here tonight. We're at halftime in a good game here, 34-30, as Roger Warren will join us here in a moment. Our halftime brought to you by Olson's BP, your home for the great Godfather's Pizza. Back with more halftime coming up.
SWITA is your public transit provider in Southwest Iowa. Gas prices got you down? Need a ride to work or the grocery store? There's public transportation for everyone in Southwest Iowa. SWITA offers taxi service in Atlantic, Glenwood, Harlan, Missouri Valley, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. Call 1-800-842-8065 or visit swita.com to schedule your ride.
Live streamed at westerniowatoday.com.
Welcome back to Atlantic. We're at halftime. Roger Warren, and a good one here. 34-30. Atlantic holding on to a 4-point lead. They led by as many in that first half. At one point, 32-24, about an 8-point lead, but Red Oak able to respond.
Well, yeah, just a couple of, get that lead out of there, and then a couple of mistakes, a couple of turnovers coming back down, cut the lead down. They got it to 4 now. It's just a matter offensively, on the defensive end with Red Oak, just don't let those guys get loose. Keep the pressure on them.
Lanny scored 20 in that second quarter, but how about Ben McLaren? He has 3 threes, 13 points in the first half. How big was he?
Well, I'll tell you what, he comes in, he shoots with confidence. Obviously, he's played a lot of basketball, and I'm sure that's what he's put on there for, but he had that one drive to the bucket where he took it in nice and under control. He got a couple freshman mistakes that I'd call it, but I'll tell you what, the trade-off is immense. So it's like, and I think that's what Coach Franken wants to do, is start working some of these people that are coming in, and sometimes that's tough to do. You just got to be delicate when you do it.
Tigers led 16-14 after 1 quarter of play, and then Atlantic outscored the Tigers 20-14 in that second quarter, led by Ben McLaren. He had a 3 and a field goal, had 5 points in the second quarter. Others contributed, though. Gavin McLaren had 4 in the second quarter. Hey, Corbin Ritter came off the bench, a 6'1" senior, put one right in. Yep. That was big.
Good pass from Kale.
Yeah, Gross had a pair. Hudson McLaren had a pair. And Sawyer Terrell had a big 3 for Atlantic. A great game going on here, 34-30 here at the halftime break. So, what do you expect to see here in the second half, Roger?
Well, obviously more of the same. You got the Montgomery kid who's probably, when you're averaging 19, somewhere along the line, you just got to keep after him and don't let him start exploding. Identify the shooters and things like that. On the offensive end, just keep attacking the bucket. I'll put it this: if I was to go out on a limb, the team with the least turnovers in the second half will end up winning the game.
Good point. Montgomery with 8 points. Dylan Rydberg with 8 points for the Tigers. Carson Roeder. Mr. Bob Sweeney, good to see him here. A very loyal fan, of course, the former athletic director, and see him here all the time. Carson Roeder with the first half had 9 points for the Tigers. 2 with 3 balls, a field goal, and 1 for 2 for the line. Again, Reese Montgomery with 8 for Red Oak. Rydberg with 8. 5 for A.J. Beeson. He had the 3 ball right out of the gate. And 9 for Carson Roeder. So here we go, second half. Team getting their last second instructions from Atlantic head coach Dalton Franken. Coach Taylor sending his players out onto the floor and looking forward to this second half here as we get things rolling. Atlantic will come out with their starters. Cale Jensen, Gage Gross, Hudson McLaren, Gavin McLaren, Sawyer Terrell, Red Oak with their starters as well. Roder's out. Beeson comes out. Reese Montgomery, Rydberg, and Mason Fisher. Tigers will have the ball. No, Atlantic will have the ball. They'll move left to right here to start the third quarter. Atlantic up 34-30. Had an 8-point lead in the second quarter, but the Tigers able to respond. And they pulled within 2, 32-30. Atlantic closed it out 34-30. Here we go. Second half is underway. Cale Jensen on the dribble to top of the circle for Atlantic. Off the screen, angles right. Ball's almost stolen away. Baseline, Terrell, he's open, fires a three, no good. Rebound long to Hudson McLaren. Run down by Roder for the Tigers, and he'll take it to the front court. On the move, lays it up, no good. Gets his own rebound.
Yep.
Out top to Beeson. They'll work it baseline to Reese Montgomery over McLaren. Hook shot is good.
You're not going to stop that. You just got to just play as good a defense as you can.
Boy, how smooth is he, huh? 34-32, 10 for Montgomery, averaging 19. And the Trojans turn it over. You talk about turnovers.
Oh, they missed that one. Big time.
Here come the Tigers. Montgomery, top of the circle, spinning in the paint. Lobs one up and good. Montgomery back to back. And just like that, the Tigers on a 4-0 run. And they tie the game at 34-34. And Coach Franken doesn't waste any time. 50 seconds into the second half. Tied at 34-34. We'll take a break. We're back in a minute on 95.7 FM.
At Greg Young, we don't just sell vehicles, we help you find the perfect one. Our extensive dealership network allows for amazing pricing and better vehicle selection. Plus, get a 5-year complimentary maintenance package with a new or used vehicle purchase, oil changes, tire rotations, and peace of mind on us. That's how Greg Young celebrates 25 years. Visit GregYoungAtlantic.com today.
Greg Young, we go the extra mile for you.
Limits apply. See dealer for details.
First Winnie Bank is the longest standing locally owned bank in Atlantic, and as such, we take pride in how we serve our community. For generations, we have been involved with our customers and their families by getting involved in community events and by supporting technology and teaching financial literacy in our schools. You'll also see our support of athletics on the scoreboards at home events. It's this involvement that allows us to know our customers and their families for generations. First Winnie Bank, the only bank you'll ever need.
Super Bowl in Atlantic, where good times roll.
Welcome back. Atlantic throws it away on the inbounds. Montgomery with a steal, missed the bucket. And Cale Jensen gets the rebound, so Riddle came out to the press.
Yeah.
We got a whistle, and we got
He's not going to put up with anything.
We got a technical foul on Riddle. Not sure where that came from.
Well, it was either a player or the kid in behind.
Yeah, I believe that's the case.
And they picked the wrong guy.
So it's going to be a technical on the crowd, I believe, and it's going to be what you don't.
Well, he called it on the bench.
On the bench, I guess, but okay. Gage Gross will shoot the free throws. We're tied at 34. Free throw is good. Gross with 3 points. And Atlantic takes a 35-34 lead on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Second free throw is in and out, no good.
Well, somebody said something over there.
35-34.
Mr. Bloom didn't like that. How's that sound?
It wasn't a pleasantry. Hudson McLaren into Gross. 7 minutes to go. Here the third. Atlantic with the ball in the lead. 35-34. Jensen top of the circle. Wings it left to Ben McLaren. He'll fire up a three. Good!
Got it.
Man, oh man. 4 threes for Benny McLaren for Atlantic.
Well, he strokes it pretty well.
38-34 Trojans. Tigers with the basketball in the front court. They'll send it right side of Rydberg. Out top to Montgomery over to Roder. He'll swing it left. Driving Beeson. Whips it baseline Fisher. Step back three is short. Gab McLaren snags the board for Atlantic, and the Trojans work to the front.
Now's the time to get one.
Jensen left baseline. Gavin, top of the circle, drives in, layup good.
Good job.
Gab McLaren with 10. Atlantic on a 4-1 up 40-34. Tigers in the front. Beeson, Montgomery swings it out top to Fisher. Guarded by Gross, angles right, gives it off to Montgomery. Montgomery on the move. Out top to Rydberg for three, off the mark. Rebound Montgomery and tipped out by Trojans. Cale Jensen. It'll be Red Oaks ball.
I mean, he tried to get to it.
5:53 to go in the third quarter. And Roeder will throw it in for the baseline, right side of his basket. He gets it into Montgomery over his head, backed up by Fisher. Back to Montgomery. Montgomery in the block, guarded by Jensen. Double team, nice help defense by Gross. There's a long two, no good by Fisher. Rebound Hudson McLaren. Pass ahead of Ben McLaren. He'll lob up a three.
Got it.
Unbelievable.
Well, he's on fire.
43-34 Atlantic, a 9-point lead. 19 for the freshman. Tigers in the front court. Out top, Fisher. Baseline, Rydberg, high block. Montgomery, the 6'5 junior, will take it inside the paint. Kick out top. Beeson, top of the circle. Right side, Rydberg short. Baseline, two is in. Rydberg with the bucket. 43-36 Atlantic with the lead of the Seed Pro scoreboard.
I don't think I mean, if Benny's hit three of them now, you better not give me any distance.
Benny's got 5 threes. Driving McLaren, layup good. Benny McLaren, 21. 45-36 Atlantic. Driving Montgomery, loops to Fisher, layup good.
Nice shot.
Fisher with the bucket. Ben McLaren with 21 points. 45-38 Atlantic. Trojans down low. And Cale Jensen layup no, but a foul called on Riddle.
Yep, I mean, that's a good foul.
4:26 to go in the third quarter. What a job by Ben McLaren off the bench, the freshman. 21 points, 5 threes. He has 8 points in the third quarter to drive this offense. Free throws coming up for Cale Jensen. First one up and off the back iron.
Well, I'll tell you what, Cale's expended a whole lot of energy guarding Montgomery.
Oh, yeah.
But he's doing a great job. I mean, he might get his points, but I'll tell you what, he's having to work for everything.
Montgomery with 12. He's averaging 19 coming in. But you're right, he is really has a tall task here tonight. Second free throw by Cale is good. 46-38 Atlantic by 8 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. That's their largest advantage. They had that 8-point lead in the first half. He got a foul away from the ball against Atlantic.
Cale
Jensen. 4:19 to go in the third. Atlantic up 46-38. Benny McLaren with 8 points in the third quarter. Is 21 for the game. Rhoda will throw it in for Red Oak, way back out top to Fisher. Mason Fisher, the 5'11 senior, runs the point, angles left and gives it off. Now the ball game to Weston Kaus. Kaus to Roeder, high and right. 4:10 to go in the third quarter. Fouts, driving, Fisher. Montgomery in the block. Fallaway J is no good. The rebound tip to Hudson McLaren. Little hook shot by Montgomery. Off the mark, goes high and left. Baseline, Benny McLaren. He'll fire up a three. No good. Rebound, Fouts. Tigers ball.
They're not even contesting his shot. That's the problem. I mean, good for them. Keep shooting the darn thing.
Roeder drives, runner up, no. Rebound, Gavin McLaren. Pass ahead to Cale Jensen, runs it down the baseline. Out top to Hudson McLaren. He'll, ball slapped away. Turnover Atlantic. Montgomery, front court. Takes it to the rim, lays it up and in.
That's a nice hook shot.
46-40, Atlantic's lead is cut to 6 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. See if Atlantic can set up a half-court offense here. Gets a good shot. Gavin down low, drives in. We've got a whistle, a bump called on Fouts on Gavin McLaren. That's going to be 2 on Red Oak here in the third quarter. 1 on Atlantic. Sawyer Tail for Hudson McLaren. James Brower is in.
For Gross.
For Gabe. Well, he's got to be in for somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, we can only play with 5.
There we go. Gross comes out.
Oh, get it to him.
Brower will throw it in. Baseline. Benny McLaren on the drive. Out top to Gavin McLaren. High and left and can't handle the pass. It's going to be a turnover Atlantic. 46-40. Trojans by 6. A.J. Beeson will check in for the Tigers with 5 points. Those 5 came in the first quarter.
Yeah, I would have liked to see him throw it to Sawyer here because Sawyer's just as capable, and there was nobody on him.
3 minutes left, third quarter. Here comes the Tigers, the front court. Bounce top of the circle on the dribble. Ethan Fouts, a 6'2 senior to Montgomery. Back out top, and Benny McLaren with a steal. Coast to coast, layup is good. Oh my! 23 for Ben McLaren, 48-40 Atlantic. 2:40 to play, third quarter. Driving Beeson, runner up, good.
Ooh, good shot.
Beeson with the score, 48-42 Trojans. Atlantic in the front court, high and right to Cale Jensen. Out top to Brower. Brower drives and he turns it over.
Oh, he was standing on the
But
baseline.
the Tiger, you're right, Roger, stepping out of bounds.
Yeah, he was just standing on the baseline.
So Atlantic gets the ball back. Hudson McLaren in for James Brower, the freshman. Got a few minutes to give Hudson a break.
Yep.
23 for Benton McLaren. He'll take the pass baseline out top to Gavin. Gavin for 3. Got it. Oh, man. 51-42 Atlantic.
Well, if you look at the statistics, Gavin's shooting 42% from the three-point line. You better be putting them up.
You know, a lot of confidence when he shoots that triple. Montgomery drives, runner short. Oh, the rebound off of Gavin. I think he was looking to.
He was looking to get the outlet too, and couldn't hang on to it.
2:05 to go. Corbin Ritter comes in, and Gavin McLaren comes out. Fouts is out, and Rydberg is back in for the Tigers. Rydberg has 10. Pass into Montgomery. Montgomery with 14 points, averaging 19. Out top, Beeson off the screen, stops and pops a 3, short. Rebound Rydberg, out to Roeder. Left baseline driving Montgomery, he'll put it up and no good.
Nope.
Rebound Rydberg,
Good
out
defense.
top to Roeder, left side 3, here it is, good.
Got it.
Roeder with 3 threes. 51-45 Trojans. Atlantic at the other end. Benton McLaren shot and a foul called on Rydberg.
Oh, yeah, but they're not gonna give him the 2 shots. The ball came off to the pass unless they thought he knocked the ball out.
So McLaren to the free throw line. That's 4 on Red Oak, 1 on Atlantic here in this third quarter. McLaren will shoot a pair. First one on the way and good. 24 for McLaren. He has 5 threes. 52-45 Atlantic. Second free throw is no good. In and out, rebound Montgomery. Here come the Tigers. 1:28 to go in the third quarter. Atlantic up by 7 at 52-45. Baseline Montgomery back out top. Fouts on the drive. Runner off the glass. No good. Rebound Jensen for Atlantic. Trojans bring it across with 1:15 to go in the third. Cale Jensen, top of the circle. Out to Hudson McLaren. Hudson on the drive. Spinning the block. Lays it up and no good. Draws the foul. Hudson with 2 points. Will go to the free throw line and shoot 2. Atlantic up by 7 on the Seed Pros scoreboard, 52-45. And Benny McLaren with 24 points to lead Atlantic. Free throw, McLaren no good.
Well, he had a great spin move in there. He just found himself a little bit under the basket and got bailed out.
McLaren is 61% free throw shooter. He's now 33 of 55 of the year. Siebenecker comes in for Red Oak, and out goes Weston Kaus. So Hudson's second free throw coming up to try to put Atlantic back up by 8, and he can't get it to go. Rebound Jensen for Atlantic. Trojans reset out top to Hudson McLaren. 1 minute to play third. Baseline Terrell, down low to Ritter. Back to Terrell, out top to Cale Jensen. Jensen over to Benton McLaren, the freshman 24. Kick it out top to Hudson McLaren. 50 seconds to go in the third. Back to Cale Jensen, left wing, off the screen. Dribbling the top, takes it right so. Whistle travel called. Good defense by Roeder for the Tigers.
Yeah, they got a hand in there on it, and he couldn't control it.
43 seconds to go in the third quarter. Roeder will throw it in. Back out to A.J. Beeson across the half-court line. 38 seconds to go here in this third quarter. Atlantic up 52-45. Roeder for 3 at the top, missed it. Rebound.
Oh, good box out, guys.
Terrell rebound to Benton McLaren, the freshman. will take it all the way down. Layup, no. Rebound to Cale Jensen. He'll turn and shoot, no. Fouts rebound.
Good try in there.
They could have taken it out and melted for
killed the
one.
clock. But
Roller to Beeson.
You were attacking the bucket.
Inside to Fouts. He's got to get rid of it. He gets it left side of Montgomery.
He traveled.
With Atlanta gets it back with 5 seconds. The Trojan will inbounds with Hudson McLaren. Left side of the Red Oak basket. Atlantic has to go the full court in 5 seconds to get a shot away. They're up 52-45. They've led by as many as 9. Their largest lead. Ball to Hudson McLaren. Time running out in the third. They'll get it right side. That's it.
Yep.
They couldn't get a shot away, but the Trojans have a 7-point lead after 3 quarters of play, 52-45. We'll take a 60-second break. We're back right after these.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
At Greg Young, we don't just sell vehicles, we help you find the perfect one. Our extensive dealership network allows for amazing pricing and better vehicle selection. Plus, get a 5-year complimentary maintenance package with a new or used vehicle purchase, oil changes, tire rotations, and peace of mind on us. That's how Greg Young celebrates 25 years. Visit GregYoungAtlantic.com today.
Greg Young, we go the extra mile for you.
Limits apply. See dealer for details.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live streamed at westerniowatoday.com.
52-45, Atlantic by 7 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Atlantic freshman Benny McLaren with 24 points to lead Atlantic. Reese Montgomery leads the Red Oak Tigers with 14, and Carson Roeder has 12.
I'll tell you one thing I was going to point out, right there before half, it takes, we did a little experiment a couple times in practice and how long does it take to dribble from one end to the other. And if you had to dribble the full length of the court, you're looking at it at about 4 seconds.
Interesting. Montgomery at the other end. Hook shot is good for Red Oak. 52-47 Montgomery with the 2. Atlantic in the front court. Gab McLaren baseline to Benny. Step back, 3 blocked by Montgomery. Oh, they're going to put Montgomery on McLaren there.
Well, Benny didn't get the shot up quick enough. That's one thing he's probably going to work on is,
Tigers turn it over. Cale Jensen on the move. His layup is up and in.
Good controlled layup.
Atlantic up 54-47, the Seed Pro scoreboard, 4th quarter. Tigers in the front court. A.J. Beeson, top of the circle, right side of Fouts. He'll kick it out top to Fisher. Beeson, baseline, Fouts. They want Montgomery.
Push.
Down inside, Roeder, turnaround shot, no good. Roeder rebound, wraparound layup is good by Roeder. 54-49 Atlantic. Ben McLaren the other way. He's fouled. Trojans by 5 with 6:53 to play on this one on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Atlantic girls winning big, 52-21.
Yes.
Or no, 57-21.
57-21. It's a 36-point game.
Yeah, 36-point game. 57-21. Boys game a little bit closer here. 54-49. McLaren to throw it in way out top to Gavin McLaren. He'll swing it left to Terrell. Baseline, Hudson McLaren. Terrell at Gavin, top of the circle. He'll take it inside, runner up and good. Under control that time.
I'll tell you what, he didn't go crashing into people.
56-49 Atlantic with the lead of the Seed Pro scoreboard. Tigers with Kaus for 3 and he knocked it down. Weston Kaus with a triple. Huge, 56-52. Atlantic with the lead. Trojans with the ball. Hudson McLaren high and left. Out to Terrell. Terrell driving in. Right side of Benny McLaren for 3. No good. Rebound to Montgomery. 6:15 to go.
That was a good kick out pass. And he's been drilling him, so.
He has 24. Montgomery with it. Free throw line. Now left wing. Back out top. Three ball, no good by
good box.
Weston Couse. Rebound Atlantic. Benny McLaren to the front court. He's fouled by Beeson. And that's going to be 2 on Red Oak here in this fourth quarter with 5:56 to go. Siebenecker will check in for the Tigers. And coming out will be Beeson. He has 3 fouls with just under 6 to play. Atlantic up 56-52. Inbounds out top to Cale Jensen. Back to Hudson, top of the circle. Driving inside, layup is blocked. Hudson McLaren has it stolen away by Couse. Couse on the dribble to the front court. Loops it ahead to Fisher. Back to Couse, wide open, fires a 3, no good, short. Rebound Jensen.
Somebody got lost in the shuffle there. He was wide open. You got to talk to each other.
Trojans get the ball back. Gavin, top of the circle. They're going to slow it down. Try to find a decent shot here. Gavin hands off to Sawyer Terrell. Back out top. Baseline. Benny McLaren into Gavin. He'll muscle one up and a foul called on Riddle. Now that should put Gavin the free throw line for a pair. So 2 shots coming up. First one is missed, 56-52. Second free throw coming up. 5:14 to go here in this fourth quarter. Gavin McLaren, second free throw, and he's missed the shot. Rebound, Terrell. Put back is good.
Nice rebound. Good hustle on both hands.
Terrell bailed him out there, 58-52 Atlantic. Tigers in the front court. Bomb by Couse short. Jensen with a rebound out to McLaren. And boy, Jensen's done a good job.
Yeah, he has.
On the defensive
He's done an
end.
actual job.
You got a whistle and a foul.
Number 2.
With a pushing foul. That's going to be on Mason Fisher.
That gives him 4.
That's 4. Atlantic will inbounds from far side. We're another 5 to go now.
That could be good or bad. I mean, if you get put to the free throw line, you make your free throws, that's great. But when you're only shooting barely 60% as a team, that makes it difficult.
Atlantic with the ball. Out top is Hudson McLaren off the screen. Angles right. Drives inside. Shot no. Foul on Siebenecker. 4:44 to go. 58-52. Now, Trojans, we got officials have a couple of, jump ball.
All right. That's all right. I mean,
arrow favors Red Oak.
But the arrow favors. Look at the arrow. The arrow favors the Trojans.
Atlantic gets the ball. Would have been
yeah.
Trojans
if you're going to call a jump ball, you better go with the arrow.
He was in better position.
So we're waiting to get. There we go. Now we're going to get organized. Atlantic will take the ball out of bounds on the left side of their basket. 4:44 to go. 58-52.
I don't disagree with the jump ball.
Hudson baseline. Terrell. He'll launch the 3 ball short. Rebound comes off to Montgomery.
That was too wide open. You got to shoot that one.
Roeder high and left. Montgomery at the top. He'll pull up right side out top. Fisher finds a seam, slithers in to Montgomery, low block. Foul called on Terrell. That's just the first foul in Atlantic here in the fourth quarter.
Well, Sawyer, if he was going to foul him, the ball was never going in the air, and that was a good foul.
And just one on Sawyer Terrell. He has 5 points. Montgomery at the free throw line. He has 16, averaging 19. And Montgomery dips his knees, spins it up, and it's off the mark. Montgomery 1 for 2 from the free throw line. A 6'5" junior. 4:28 to go. Atlantic up 58-52 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Second free throw by Reese Montgomery is in flight and good. 58-53 Atlantic. Trojans with a basketball. Gage Gross in there driving. Jensen, Gross, right baseline, back to Jensen, threw it away. Steal by Fisher. Out top to Siebenecker. Siebenecker high block to Montgomery, over to Roeder. Roeder on the drive, around McLaren, shot up, no. Rebound, Red Oak, whistle, foul Atlantic. Shoe flies off. 4:03 to go. And Benny McLaren in for Gage Gross. So the freshman back in, who has 24 points. Inbounds to Montgomery at the top for Red Oak. 4 minutes to go. Montgomery leaves it off for Fisher. Back to Montgomery, left baseline, guarded by Jensen. Driving, nice stop by Jensen. Montgomery turns, hook shot is good and gets a foul.
Yeah, you can't play defense much better than that, but
the and one coming up.
Had the body when he came into it. Cale's got to stay there.
58-55, the Tigers within 3. And Montgomery gets the and one. He is 19. That's what he's averaging coming in. And the free throw for Reese Montgomery is no good. Jensen rebound. Atlantic with a 3-point lead in the Seed Pro scoreboard. And Coach Dalton Franken wants a timeout. 3:48 to play. The Trojans up by 3. We're back in 60 seconds on KS95 on our live video stream, WesternIowaToday.com.
At Oak Point Wealth Management, we're embracing new changes to better serve you. As an independent wealth manager, I'm excited to partner with LPL Financial, bringing you comprehensive tools and resources backed by personalized service and dynamic technology. My focus remains on helping you achieve your financial goals with integrity and care. Visit oakpointwealth.com or call me, Erin Friend, at 712-207-3521 to learn more.
Visit oakpointwealth.com. Call 712-207-3521 to learn more about how Oak Point Wealth Management can help you pursue your financial goals.
If authentic Mexican food is what you're craving, then come on into Rancho Grande in Atlantic. We're more than just tacos and margaritas, but we do make the best of both. We have appetizers, beef, chicken, seafood dishes, and desserts. Mixed drinks, wine, imported and domestic beers are on the menu too. Dine in or relax on the patio with family, friends, date night, or a quick stop before or after the game. Open 7 days a week. You'll be able to fill in your cravings of authentic Mexican food at Rancho Grande in Atlantic.
Welcome back to Atlantic. 3:48 to play. The Trojans with a 58-55 advantage. Benny McLaren, the freshman, throwing in. He's got 24 points. Red Oak in a pressing defense, full court. Hudson McLaren takes the inbounds. Pass ahead to Terrell. Right side to Jensen. McLaren, top of the circle. 3:40 on the clock. 20 in the shot clock for the Trojans. Bounce pass, Gab McLaren, high post, back to Jensen, top of the circle. Head fake, drives in, shot, no, foul, Red Oak. Jensen will shoot a pair, Roger Warren.
Yeah, he came down a little bit wrong. Walk it off.
So Cale Jensen, 40 of 62 from the line, is 1 for 3 tonight. He'll take a pair here. Atlantic up by 3, 58-55. Trying to make it a 2-possession a game here with 3:29 to go in the fourth quarter. Jensen's free throw is a line drive and is good.
He used every bit of the rim on that one.
Really did. Second free throw coming up, 59-55 Atlantic. Trojans by 4 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Cale Jensen, second of 2. He doesn't put much air underneath it. It's kind of a line drive, and that one's going to be off the heel. Rebound, Jensen. He gets the board. Atlantic, Jensen driving baseline and back out to Hudson McLaren. 3:20 left. The Trojans looking for a good shot here. Up 59-55. Terrell, right baseline at Jensen. He'll launch the 3. No good. Rebound Roeder for the Tigers. 3 minutes.
That was a good-looking shot. I can't say anything against that one.
Roeder out top to Reese Montgomery with 19. Baseline, Fisher to Beeson, high and right. Beeson off the screen. 18 the shot clock for Red Oak. Roeder swings it left, and Gab McLaren with the steal for Atlantic. He'll take it in. Layup is good.
We all thought he was going to roll him over.
Oh, what
he did a great job of stopping.
Great job by Gavin, 17 for the senior. 2:35 to go. Atlantic up 61-55. Tigers ball. Roeder top of the circle. Off the screen, angles left. He'll take it down the baseline. Finds a wide open Rydberg, and Rydberg lays it in. 61-57. Atlantic by 4.
Well, like I said, now we're shooting free throws.
Yep.
Sawyer's got to put the free throws down.
Tigers with the foul, so Sawyer Terrell will step to the line. He has 5 points. He's not attempted a free throw on the season, shooting 57.1%. He's only attempted 7 free throws here in this season.
Yeah, he doesn't shoot many things in underneath and take the ball in the hole to get a. That's okay. Just keep shooting those.
62-57, Sawyer Terrell with 6 points. Second free throw coming up. He's averaging 4.17. 2:19 to go. Atlantic up 62-57. Terrell makes
good looking
vote.
shot.
Yes, it was. 63-57 Atlantic with the lead. Tigers in the front court with Roeder. 2:13 to play. Baseline, Kaus. Kaus with it on the base and Fisher.
Well, they went to a zone on this trip.
Fisher left side. Montgomery for 3. Good. 22 for Montgomery. 63-60 Atlantic. Its lead cut to 3 with 2 minutes on the clock. Then a timeout called, a 60-second timeout. We'll take it with them. We're back in a minute on KS95 and our live video stream, westerniowatoday.com.
Have you ever heard the saying, people spend their life building wealth and neglecting their health, only to wish they could trade their wealth for better health at the end? This is Dr. Fritz Beyer, and it has now been over 30 years since my first chiropractic adjustment. I still get asked, do you get adjusted? Absolutely. I try to get adjusted at least once a month. I'm 47 now and still try to stay as active as ever. While I do get a few more aches and pains than when I was younger, it feels great to be able to step on the mat and help kids learning to wrestle. Chiropractic has helped me feel young enough to do it. If staying active is part of your future plans, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics.
Looking for a reputable carpenter you can trust? Call Matt Benning with Benning Carpentry. Matt and his crew, based out of Atlantic, bring you top quality craftsmanship backed by over 30 years of experience. From remodels to custom builds, they do it all with precision and professionalism. Call 515-490-6966 today. That's 515-490-6966. Benning Carpentry, where experience meets excellence.
Welcome back to Atlantic. 2 minutes to play. Anybody's game. Atlantic up 63.
Anybody's game.
Montgomery is leading the charge for the Tigers here in this fourth quarter, as he has 8 points in the fourth. Atlantic with the basketball, full court. Hudson McLaren in the backcourt. 1:57 to go. Trojans up 63-60. Hudson McLaren in trouble in the backcourt. He gets it across to Gavin McLaren. Baseline of Benny McLaren. He'll drive the baseline, layup up and good. How big is that, Roger Warren?
Hey, I'll tell you what, that was sweet.
Gavin,
I like that one.
Red Oak with the ball. 1:37 to go. Atlantic by 5. Trojans steal the ball. Terrell to McLaren. Gavin layup up. Good. 67-60 Atlantic. Oh, man. Tigers with the ball. A 4-0 run.
Now you just got to play defense.
1:20 left. Kaus drives. Foul called on
That's all right.
Terrell. That's
got one more to shoot.
4 on the Trojans, 5 on Red Oak. Beeson will check in, and Rydberg. Dylan Rydberg with 2 threes. He has 12 points. Beeson comes in, he has 7. 1:19 to go at Red Oak's ball. Trojans up 67-60. Inbounds to Montgomery, top of the circle. 1:18 to go. Montgomery, 3-point shot for the top, missed. Rebound, Kales Jensen. Atlantic in the backcourt. McLaren will bring it across. Hudson pulls up, double team, in trouble. Got to get rid of it. Lobs it low. Benny McLaren wide open layup. Good.
He kept pivoting and got loose.
Atlantic on a 6-0 run. Tigers the front, down by 9.
No fouls.
52 seconds to play. Rydberg for the top launches. No good for the 3. Rebound, Gavin McLaren. Out to Benny McLaren. Pass ahead, wide open Jensen. Layup good. Atlantic at the timeout on an 8-0 run.
And I'll tell you what.
Unbelievable. 40 seconds to go. We're going to keep it right here.
Well, they had what, 3 or 4 layups on that?
Yes.
You said 8-0 run. They probably had 4 layups. Started it off with that nice baseline drive with Benny, and then they had 3 layups since. You know, Hudson got trapped out there, just kept pivoting, found Benny. They all went out there thinking they were going to get him. Benny's standing there, hey, get it to me. And he did the same thing. So it's like, they stretch this out to 11. You're looking at, it's at least a four possession game in 40.9. And all they got to do is hang on to the basketball, make free throws, and this won't get much closer.
Benny McLaren with 28 points to lead all scorers. Reese Montgomery with 22 for Red Oak. 40 seconds to go, as Roger mentioned. 71-60 Atlantic with the lead. An 8-0 run here after the timeout. Tigers with it. Rotor across the timeline. High and right to Beeson. Beeson drives baseline. They'll have to kick it out top to Rotor. 30 seconds to go. Fisher, Montgomery.
Just let him shoot.
Three-point shot missed. Rebound Jensen. Boy, he's done a great job on the boards. Jensen would be fouled with 21 seconds to go, and things are looking good for Atlantic here.
14. I think that's number 5.
So Beeson.
He didn't have a choice.
Right. Beeson fouls out for Red Oak. And he ended up with 7 points for the Tigers tonight.
If you got 5 fouls, you substitute right away.
Free throws for Cale Jensen. Jensen at the line has 10 points, but he's done he's averaging 11.
Yeah.
Done a tremendous job on the boards.
Oh, I'll tell you what, he did a heck of a job defending. I mean, he had to work his butt off. And he's got 4 fouls, and he's played the entire game. He has not came out.
Nope. 11 points for the senior, who guarded Reese Montgomery all night long, but he was able to get rebounds.
Yes.
Second free throw by Cale is off the back iron.
Oh,
and he gets the rebound. Out top to Hudson McLaren.
They're just going to eat this one.
15 seconds to go. Gavin will hold the ball. Atlantic's going to win the game. 72-60. As the Trojans with the win tonight over the Red Oak Tigers. Benny McLaren, the freshman, came in to spark the team with 28 points here tonight. And Atlantic will pick up the win. And they'll go to 3-10 of the year, and they'll take that record to Clark on Thursday night.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is a good springboard.
Oh, boy. Post-game show coming up here. It's brought to you by Cass Health. Neighbors caring for neighbors.
You wouldn't put just anything in your engine. At Olson's BP, we provide BP superior fuels to keep your car running at its best. But what about the driver? Olson's BP is your keep-you-going store, and we've got the high-quality fuel you need at Godfather's Pizza Express. This January, we're helping you go further for less. Buy any large pizza and get half off any side. Pair that with thick crust pizza with wings or cheese sticks and save big. Stop by Olson's BP for superior fuels and Godfather's Pizza, a pizza you can't refuse.
Welcome back to Atlantic. 72-60, the Trojans. It was 63-60, and then Atlantic went on a 12-0 run. And they end up winning the game here tonight, 72-60. Here over the Tigers, a big run at the end. They were ahead by 3, but able to close it out with that big run at the end, a 9-0 run. 72-60, they're up 63-60, went on a 9-0 run to win 72-60 here. Ben McLaren, the freshman, had 28 points to lead all scorers here for Atlantic, and the Trojans with 20 points in that fourth quarter. Adding up the scoring here, Gab McLaren had a good night as well for the Trojans. Benny, 28 points. Gavin McLaren had 8 in the first half, and he had another 5 in the third quarter for 13. He ended up with 19 points for Atlantic here in the ball game. And also Sawyer Terrell had 7. How about Cale Jensen, Roger Warren? And he did a tremendous job on the boards, but also came up with some points as well. He had 4 field goals for 12, and he made a couple of free throws and 3 free throws in the ball games. He had 13. He had 10 points and then 3 free throws for 13, so 3 in double figures. Ben McLaren with 28, Gab McLaren with 19, and Cale Jensen 13 unofficially.
Well, I'll tell you what, we know Benny went off and got 28 tonight, which is very impressive, especially as a freshman. But he looks good doing it. But you had Cale Jensen in there, played the entire ball game, had to guard Montgomery. Montgomery might have got close to his average, but I'll tell you what, it wasn't easy.
No.
And then, we don't know how many rebounds he got, but I'll tell you what, in that last quarter, he was like a vacuum cleaner sucking everything up.
Once again, the final 72-60. Atlantic with the win here over the Red Oak Tigers, and we'll talk to Atlantic head coach Dalton Franken coming up here in a little bit. Our postgame brought to you by Cass Health. Neighbors caring for neighbors.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
Eight points is what we have here in the ball game, and here he is.
Nice job.
Benny, come on over here, and we'll
Here, put these on.
Benny McLaren with a big night coming in here, and tell you what, Benny McLaren with 28 points tonight, and man, I'll tell you what, you got on a roll and you were feeling it. Talk about that groove. Talk about what that feels like when you just feel it.
Yes, sir. We lost some people, Hunter, Shelton, and then me, James, and Gage. We really had to step up. And work our butts off every day in practice. I got that first three, and then I just got in the mood, hit a couple more, and then just got in the flow of the game. And everyone was celebrating. Our energy was high, and yeah, it's good from there.
What can you say about the total team effort as well? I mean, everybody seemed to contribute in one way or another. What can you say as a player on the floor? How would you describe the effort tonight?
Yeah, I would say our defense, they're a good rebounding team, and I feel like we led them to one shot, and then we just got out and go, then just put on the score from there.
You came out of the timeout, 63-60, and you went on a 9-0 run. Talk about that.
Yeah, Coach Franken, he was chewing our butt a little bit, and then we just had to get going. We just had to play defense, and then once we made a few adjustments, and then we just went from there, just went on that run.
You don't seem to have any issues with shooting the ball, a lot of confidence, and that's a compliment, Benny. I mean, you take those shots and shoot at high percentage. How much work goes into that?
Yeah, J.C. Hoyt, I go up to his barn a lot, and he always helps me. I talk to him a lot before games, and he just gets me in that mental mode and makes me just feel a lot more confident going into a game and going into a high varsity game like that.
Congratulations on the win here, and Clark on Thursday night, best of luck.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You bet. Benny McLaren, 28 points, the freshman, to lead all scorers here tonight. Really got rolling, Roger Warren, as Roger will join us here, and here comes Dalton Franken, and also joining us here on our post-game show brought to you by Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors. So, Coach, congratulations on the win tonight. A lot of ebbs and flows early on. You call a timeout, 63-60, going a 9-0 run. How big was that late in the game?
Huge. I told the boys in the locker room, I was really, really proud of their composure. We'd get up, 6 or 7 points, 8, 9 points, and they'd hit 2 threes back to back and be right back in it. And we didn't waver, we didn't quit. We were the aggressor all night tonight, and that's the best rebounding effort we've had all night. And I don't obviously know the stats, but Red Oak's got to be one of the top rebounding teams in the conference. A Montgomery kid averages 19 points, 15 rebounds a night. Number 15 averages like 8 or 9 boards a game as well. And their guards rebound down as well. And as many perimeter shots as they take, it's long rebounds, and their guards rebound down. So it puts a lot of pressure on your defense. I told the guys it was going to be 5 guys on the glass all night, hit, hold, create space, and then go get it. And not turn and run to the basket, because that rebound's not going to be under the basket. It's 10 to 12 feet, long shots, long rebounds. And I was just really, really happy with our rebounding effort tonight.
Ben McLaren, you got to talk about that 28-point effort. What can you say about your freshman?
I wish we would have got 30, but man, he had a heck of a game. He's ultra aggressive, man. He's a natural scorer. He's looking to score as soon as it hits his hands, and that's what he does really well. And he looks to do it. He doesn't hesitate, and he's really aggressive coming off the bench. And obviously, he gave us a huge spark tonight. Finished in transition. He had some good passes in transition, and obviously the 3-ball was working for him tonight. And his teammates kept finding him too, which is great. So obviously Benny was huge tonight for us.
Cale Jensen drew the tough task of guarding Reese Montgomery. Now Montgomery did get his points, but boy, Jensen did a great job on the boards, allowing just one shot most of the time.
Yeah, and Montgomery had to work for every single one of those. I mean, he's got that right hand baby hook. He's 6'6" and hooks it with his elbow and gets middle, and he shoots that hook shot from here. So the only way you block it is going to foul him. But Cale battled him all night. I think he had 8 points at halftime, and I don't know what he ended up with. But all I know is he didn't have an easy one all night, really. So he had to work for everything that he got, and that's what the goal was tonight, was make everything tough on him and rebound the heck out of the basketball, and the boys did that.
Coach, congratulations. A great win tonight, great effort, and best of luck on Thursday.
Thank you. Super happy for our guys. This group, man, they grind. We were on a 8-game skid there, and it's easy to fold up shop and, feel sorry for yourself when coach keeps busting your butt in practice every day. But this group doesn't waver. They're a lot of fun to be around in practice and a lot of fun to work with. So we need to go on a run here, but was really happy with their effort tonight.
Congratulations, Coach Franken. Thanks for stopping by. Atlantic
Thanks, guys.
Head Coach Dalton Franken joining us here on the Cass Health postgame show, 72-60. Atlantic with a win over Red Oak here tonight. In fact, they swept the Tigers. They won the first one 57-21 on the girls' game.
Yes.
And the boys' game here 72-60. Well, final thoughts, Mr. Warren?
Well, it was a heck of a ball game. I mean, Trojans on both sides, boys and girls, did a great job tonight. This was the boys' game was a very entertaining.
Yes.
Like we talked about, not many turnovers, just a battle back and forth, and some great performances, especially from the Trojans. So it's like, I tell you what, that's all right. They're down there interviewing the McLaren brothers, and you got a senior and a freshman, and I guarantee one gives the other one a harder time. So that's all right, though. That's part of it.
No doubt. Once again, the final, Atlantic 72, Red Oak 60, the boys' side. Girls win 57-21 here over the Tigers. They'll be at Clark on Thursday night. We'll be doing wrestling from Clarinda, double duel. Atlantic and Glenwood, Atlantic and Clarinda. And the girls also be down there as well in the girls' side wrestling. We'll have live video stream of the matches on WesternIowaToday.com TV on YouTube, and also here on the radio at KS 95.7 FM. The Coach Duff will join us for the pre-match coverage brought to you by Elvis House, your local good neighbor, your State Farm Insurance agent in Atlantic, and we'll have that at 5:20, and the first match at 5:30 on KS 95 on our WesternIowaToday.com TV and YouTube live stream. Big thanks to Knox McCullough and Roger Warren, and big thanks back in the studios to Michael Sheriff. Again, the final of the boys, Atlantic 72, Red Oak 60. On the girls' side, Atlantic 57, Red Oak 21. Thanks for joining us, and good night from